Do them all of them, but do the whole thing, please. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, guys? It is Saturday morning, the 4th of April, and we have got FishUSA's 5 Live Shootout presented by Cashion Rods coming to you guys live right now. We've got 5 guys on 4 different bodies of water all across the country, and we are going to put these guys in a 2-hour tournament-style shootout for their best 5 fish and their chance at $1,000. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys know how this thing works. Jump in the comment section right now. Let us know where you're watching from. Go in and smash that share button and let everybody know good morning. We have got a whole slew of guys, a whole lot of entertainment, and a lot of live action coming to you guys. Before we get kicked off going too deep this morning, I'm going to bring on the Vice President of Cashion Rods, Mr. Paul Benson. And Paul's going to lead us in a little moment and a little word of prayer over these anglers and over the state of the country right now. So, Paul, man, thank you so much for joining us this morning. How are you doing, sir? Paul, do you got us, brother? He might be experiencing some lag. Let's see if we get him here now. Paul, you got us? Paul, can you hear me? I know he hears me. Maybe he doesn't hear me. Paul, you got me? All right, guys. That's a great way to start the show this morning. Hey, we never said we were professionals here. All right, let me bring Paul back in. I think Paul might be watching the delay. Paul, do you got us now?
Good morning, Scott. I can't see anything.
You're good, but you hear me, right?
Live, but if you're trying to talk to me, I got nothing on my end.
Let me bring Paul back in, guys. This morning, let me show y'all real quick, guys. We'll run through the field. Darren Brundle is sitting up on where's Derek at? Derek, you are on Ezekiel Pond up in Plymouth, Massachusetts, right? And then we've got Jody Queen and Casey Reed. These guys are sitting up on Hicks Lake in Burkesville, Virginia. We've got Mr. Jamie Broad, of course, down on Lake Caddo in Louisiana, Texas border. So we got these guys going live all over the place. Good morning, fellas. How are you guys?
Good morning. We're doing well. How about you?
Doing well. Everybody's dialed in. You guys are ready to roll?
Yeah, man. Ready to go catch some fish.
All right, guys. Excellent, guys. And then we've got I'm gonna bring Jamie Broad off screen here. We're gonna type in here real quick to Josh Stewart. Josh, good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, Josh.
You guys ready for this?
Yep.
See, Cody's got some company too behind him.
Yeah. It looks like Casey and Jody ended up on the same body of water there. So, guys, I'm gonna run you guys to the green room real quick. We're gonna go to Paul Benson and see if we get a word of prayer this morning. Paul, do you have us now, sir?
Good morning, Scott.
How are you, sir?
Wonderful. Thank you for this opportunity. We appreciate it. We're honored to participate in the first ever, and thank you for this opportunity. It means a lot to us.
No.
So if folks will bow their heads with me in prayer, I appreciate it. Most High and Heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you for this day. We just thank you for this opportunity. I want to pray for these anglers, Lord, specifically for clarity, strength, and safety. I would like to pray for our nation, for unity, grace, and protection with all that's going on in today's world. And most importantly, Lord, I'd like to pray for those soldiers at home and overseas abroad, our first responders and medical staff who are dealing with this horrible virus, and the leaders of our country to make sound and solid decisions, Lord, that be in your name and allow us to move towards your light, Lord. We just thank you for each and every day. Bless all of these anglers. Bless everyone involved, Lord. Guide, lead, and protect us, Lord. For it's in Jesus' most holy and precious name I do humbly pray. Amen.
Amen. Guys, thank you so much. Paul Benson, Vice President of Cashion Rods. Thank you for that word of prayer this morning. Gentlemen, blast off. You guys may now launch, get your boats in the water. You got 30 minutes until line's in, gentlemen. These guys are taking off right now all across the country. We will be streaming into you guys multiple different platforms. We've got guys all across the country. We're going to zoom in real quick here and take a quick look at Jody's Queens live feed as he pushes off the bank there in Burkesville, Virginia. He had an opportunity to go fish anywhere in the country, and it looks like him and Casey Reed ended up on the same body of water at the same ramp. So this better prove to be good water. Jody Queen, how are you feeling this morning, sir?
Doing good, man. I got to turn my volume up.
Now, you went and did a little pre-fishing yesterday, right, Jody?
I did.
How did that turn out for you?
Actually, I did pretty good yesterday. I had about 92 inches. The fish were really spread out. So, I don't know. There's a lot of people here today, and I already see a few boats on my spot up there. So, I don't know how it's going to go today. But we're going to give it everything we got, man. That's what we do, you know.
Got it. Outstanding, man. Well, Jody's no novice. Jody's one of the biggest sticks in the kayak fishing community. He is a 3-time 10 qualifier. He is the inaugural Hobie TOC Grand Champion, 2016 KBF Open Champion, and a 5-time KBF Trail Champion. And he's also the 2020 Realtree DZ Pro Tour Champion. Lots of titles that go along with Jody, one of which is the brand Cashion, Torpedo, YakAttack, and of course Fishing Online. Jody Queen's getting ready to put on a show for us tonight. Jody, man, tight lines, good luck. I'm going to send you back to the green room, all right, guys? All right, guys, next up, we are going to feature Mr. Darren Brundle. Brundle, man, it looks like you have you even pushed off yet? What are you doing? Brundle, you got me? See if Brundle's got me. I don't know what Josh is sitting there watching this too. We may see if we'll come back to Brundle. Brundle, can you hear me? See if we come back to Brundle here in just a second. Josh Stewart, how are you this morning?
Excellent, Scott. How's it going?
I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Are you where are you at? Are you pushed off? Are you on your spot?
I mean, there's probably about 10 boats out here, so I'm trying to figure out which spot is going to be my spot.
Now, you chose to go to Lake NuCanoe this morning, correct?
Yes, I went to Kentucky Lake, but I couldn't really get on the pattern. And it's harder than you think to find a good area with service, and especially around here, because it seems like everywhere you go, as soon as you get into a good fishing area, you have no cell phone service.
I got you. Well, that was one of the prerequisites with this first ever FishUSA 5 Live Shootout presented by Cashion Rods, because you guys had the opportunity to go to any body of water that you wanted to, but you had to be able to broadcast. You had to be able to run a cell phone signal with you guys. That was one of the stipulations. And Josh, you just stated, I mean, you found that harder to do than you first anticipated, right?
Yeah, it definitely adds another piece to the puzzle. Also, I mean, catching 5 fish in 2 hours too also adds another piece of the puzzle. So you have to counter that in too, because you need to go somewhere that you can get 5 fish easy.
I got you. So you chose Lake NuCanoe, huh?
Yes, sir. It's pretty stable right now.
I got it, man. Well, you are a Hobie World 7 and 9 qualifier. You are the 2019 Pro Series champion, the 2019 Challenge Series champion. You are a 4-time KBF DZ the 10 qualifier, the only guy with that type of title. And then you just missed first place in the 2018 Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship, ultimately finishing in second. Obviously, besides Dakota Lithium being your title sponsor today, you proudly represent Jackson Kayaks, Cashion Fishing Rods, and Hog Farmer Bait Company. Josh, man, good luck today, brother. We'll be checking in with you periodically throughout the morning. All right.
All right. Thanks, Scott.
All right, Josh. We'll catch up with you soon, brother.
Thank you.
Guys, Josh Stewart, I'm telling y'all, that guy right there is a hammer. He's one to watch out for this morning. Let's see. Darren Brundle, are you with us now, brother? Derek is still not there. Let's check in with Casey Reed. Casey, can you hear us? Let me see if I can pull Casey up here. Casey, do you have us this morning?
Yeah, I got you this morning. You hear me?
We hear you just fine, man. Now, it looks like you're putting that Old Town to work. You already in the wind, huh?
Oh yeah.
Good deal, man. Well, now you had an opportunity. You had an opportunity here to go fish anywhere in the country. Tell us about the water that you chose.
Man, so this is probably one of my favorite places to be. I do a lot of my fishing here, and it's got a lot of big bass in here. And, it can be tough fishing just like anywhere, but if they're biting, you know, you can catch 22s, 23s, catch multiple of them at any time. So we'll see how it goes today. I've been caught some quality this week. I've caught some small fish. It's been kind of hit and miss, so we'll kind of see how today goes.
I got you, man. Well, Casey Reed, on top of being one of Old Town's biggest hammers, Old Town Canoe and Kayaks, Casey is also probably represents FishUSA, Dakota Lithium, and RS Nets. He is a DC-10 qualifier this year, a 2019 KBF Northeast Regional Champion, and first place finishes, two KBF first place finishes in his first year, and a KBF Challenge Virginia Angler of the Year. So Casey's got a lot of stats that back him up. He's a big stick on the water and off. That's why he was chosen for this inaugural event. Casey, man, put that boat in the wind, put that motor down, and we'll check back in with you soon, okay, brother?
All right, man. Sounds good.
All right, guys. We are about 15 minutes away from Lines End. We've got the Caddo Dragon, Mr. Jamie Broad himself. Let's go see if we can catch up with him right now. Let me kill some of these guys' mics with the wind here. You guys see Casey Reed's stats there on his player card. Let me see if we can reach in with Jamie Broad. Jamie, can you hear us? All right, good deal, brother. How are you this morning?
I'm good. Just trying to cover some water, trying to get out to my spot.
I got you. Nice. Now you chose to go. This is a body of water that you were actually nicknamed for, being called the Lake Caddo Dragon, right? As you're so lovely referred to in the community. But I mean, tell us about this body of water and why you're so familiar with it and why you care about it so much.
Shoot, Caddo Lake. Once you've been out here one time, I mean, it pretty much tells its own story. I mean, this place is amazing. I mean, with the cypress trees and everything, and I can come out here and not catch fish still alive. And with the wildlife and everything else that's going on out here, I mean, it's just an amazing place to be. Luckily, I get to call it home. It's 20 minutes from my house, so it works out great. And the fishing right now, this time of year, some people.
Now, we'll see
what it is today.
Jamie, when we first introduced this concept to you of this FishUSA 5 Live Shootout, I mean, what went through your head when you heard the opportunity of, hey, you can go fish anywhere you want to, but you got to get a signal? Were you nervous about that with this lake?
Oh yeah, it's spotty. I went like we talked earlier. I went and got a backup track phone just so I knew that I could bounce back and forth from phone to phone if I had bad service.
So you carry a Verizon phone regularly, right? And you actually went and bought an AT&T data package on a new phone, on a track phone, a cheaper phone, just so that way you had options when you were out on the water today, right?
That's it. Because where the area I'm fishing, I'm probably throughout the 2 hours that we're doing this, I'm going to be bouncing from phone to phone.
I got it, man.
So it should be make for an interesting 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a couple guys in the comments already talking about big gators down there on Caddo. I know with you being a hometown boy there, you're not worried about that complex at all, are you? Guys, Jamie Broad right here, guys. Longview, Texas is where he calls home. He's got a whole bunch of acclamations to his record. He had the 2019 DC the 10 qualifier. He took first place in the KBF Pro event in Texas earlier this past year, and a KBF Challenge Series state champion for the 2017 and 2018 and 19 seasons. This guy is a hammer. He's a good guy on the water and off. Not only does he proudly represent Ketch, Jackson Kayaks, and also Dakota Lithium. Jamie, man, good luck today. We'll come back in here in just a little while, all right?
All right. Yeah. Let me get out here and we'll see what we can do.
Well, go get your spot, guys. Y'all got about 15 minutes until line's in, all right?
Definitely. I'll be ready.
All right, good deal, guys. Once again, guys, that is Ketch's very own Jamie Broad. Jamie, we're going to let you run back down to the green room here, and we'll check back in with you here in just a second. Guys, if you guys are unfamiliar with how kayak fishing works and how we do this stuff, we're going to get you up with that stuff here in just a minute. But let me see if I can get in here with Darren Brundle. Derek, can you hear me, brother? I'm gonna bump Derek out and see if we can bring Derek right back in. If you guys are unfamiliar with how these type of events go and how these tournaments go down, let me give you guys a quick recap of how this kind of process works. So we've got 5 guys here across 4 different states. We've got Dakota Lithium's very own Josh Stewart, Ketch's Jamie Broad, Cashion's Jody Queen, NuCanoe's Darren Brundle, and Old Town's Casey Reed. These guys are going to do what we call catch photo release. What that means, guys, is as most tournament anglers in the marine world and the bass boat world understand, you guys have live wells in the big boat community. You guys keep your fish on these cold tags, on these Calcos leashes, on all these different types of scenarios, and they physically weigh their 5 fish. In the kayak fishing community, we go by what we call CPR, catch photo release. So what these 5 guys will do live on the water today is once they catch their fish, they will lay their fish down on what we call a catch board, and I will actually pull one of those and show you guys one of those here in just a minute. But they will lay these things on what we call a catch board. They will lay them mouth down on the catch board, and we go by inches overall. They will submit their fish to our series of judges. We've got Amanda Brandon sitting on standby, and we'll be judging these fish. Guys, is what we call a catch board. This is our measuring device in our industry. And you guys can see it's got all of your units of measurements on it. These guys, I'm doing it backwards for y'all with the camera there. These guys will lay their fish down on this catch board, nose down, nose facing what we call the face of the board, which is this part of the board here. Drop their identifier, which we have given them this morning. Drop their identifier in the photo. Take a photo of their fish, submit their catch to our judge, Miss Amanda Brandon. She will judge that fish, get it back over to us, and we're going to show you guys that fish live right here in the live feed this morning. So let me see if we can find Darren Brundle, get him back in. Derek, can you hear us now, brother? All right, good deal, guys. We're going to check in right here with Darren Brundle. Derek, you are live with us right now, brother. Good morning. Good morning. How are you feeling?
Good morning. Good morning. It'll be challenging today. As you can see, it's about 25-mile-an-hour winds right now. It's raining, and it's about 39 degrees. So yeah.
Now you're up in Massachusetts. You're right. You're in a different environment than the rest of these guys. I mean, you're a hometown boy. You had an opportunity to go anywhere in the country to fish for this event, and quite frankly, I mean, you said, "No, I'm staying at home. I know where I want to go." You tested some spots, but ultimately, I mean, tell us where you ended up.
Right now, I'm at a place called Ezekiel Pond in Plymouth, Mass. I actually grew up right up the street from here. I used to walk down here and wade this pond when I was a kid, and I grew up in this town, so it kind of felt fitting to be in this town. Wipe you guys off here a little bit so you can stay focused, but yeah, we're gonna get after it. Seems like they should be biting today, maybe.
Well, now we did we tested some pre-fishing earlier this week, and man, I gotta say, I'm gonna put a little bit of pressure on you live here publicly for everybody to see. But I mean, you did the best in pre-fishing live. I mean, there was times where me and you were talking in this type of format. I mean, and you were every other cast or every cast setting the hook. So I mean, your confidence has got to be high this morning, correct?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm back to my backup spot actually because my primary spot that I wanted to go to is just there's no way I could have fished there today. It'd probably have 4 or 5 foot waves on it. But you know, right now I just got the motor guide in the pinpoint GPS anchor mode, and we're just sitting on the spot, waiting, ready to go. And this is where we spoke the other day, where I got like 11 on 11 casts. So hopefully we can repeat that.
Love it, love it. Well, Derek, man, tell us a little bit about when we first came to you with this format and this idea. I mean, what went through your head? You're relatively, I mean, you are the 2019 KBF Rookie of the Year. So, I mean, you're not new to fishing, but you're still quote unquote new. You know, you've proven yourself to be a hammer in your inaugural season. But tell us about this format and why it got you excited.
Oh, this got me excited as soon as you brought it up, and I was blown away. I'm like, you know, this is, you know, obviously with everything going on in the country right now, and the way the world is, you know, it's difficult to even get out. I mean, I'm a tournament angler. All I want to do is fish competitively, you know, against people. And when you said this was going to happen, I was all for it, man. I mean, if we can compete and do our social distancing and wipe you guys off here and keep each other safe and you know, still have fun doing it. I mean, this is amazing, first of its kind deal. So I'm super happy to be a part of it, and you know, hopefully put on a good show here.
Well, dude, you've done nothing but put on a show, put on a clinic since you came into the community. As I stated before, the 2019 KBF Rookie of the Year, the 2019 KBF Northeast Angler of the Year. You took 4th place in your first ever 10 event this year. The first rookie in the house to, I believe, to even place that high. You had the Brundle bundle package put on your head earlier this season. You are the 2018 Northeast Bassin Elite Series champion, and took 2nd place in the KBF Invitational, barely beating out Alan Sweat, who is now in the comments right here talking about how it is 74 and sunny down in West Palm Beach.
Alan, cut it out, dude. Dude, that's like probably 40 degrees warmer than it is right here.
Right. Alan's down there. I think I don't know where Alan's fishing today, man, but I think he's enjoying some flip-flops weather. You got to be ready for that, right?
Oh, I'm ready, man. I literally have 4 shirts on, Under Armour cold weather gear, long underwear on, a pair of bibs, a rain jacket, a hooded sweatshirt. I mean, you got to have some hair on your chest to do it up here.
I like it. I like it a lot, man. Well, thanks so much, dude. Good luck. I know you got that motor guide on spot lock. You're sitting in your spot waiting on lines in. You guys are about 7 minutes away. All right.
Yeah, brother.
All right, man. We'll check back in with you here in just a little while. Guys, that right there is NuCanoe's own Darren Brundle. He's a guy to watch today, guys. I'm telling y'all right now, he's going to be entertaining. He's going to be somebody to keep an eye on. I think he's one of the guys that's going to be able to put on quite a show here. It should be very interesting. I'm going to bring in the comments. I'm going to bring in right down here right now. I've got them muted, so we won't be able to hear them just with wind and everything else. But you guys can see Casey Reed right down here below me, which should be on y'all's right. And then we've got Mr. Jamie Broad on the other side of him. We're just going to kind of watch these guys get to their spot. I think they can see these guys coming in. Derek's out sitting on his. Josh is sitting on his. And it looks like I can see Jody Queen. Looks like Jody is working on some reels, setting a couple things up. Jody is a mastermind at how he kind of plays these things out. So, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying what you guys are seeing so far. If you haven't done so already, jump in the comment section. Let us know where you guys are watching from. Secondly, go in and smash that share button. I do want to give a quick shout out real quick to FishUSA, Cashion Rods, Dakota, Ketch, NuCanoe, Old Town, Westbrook Supply Co, Power Pole, and of course KBF. And then guys, these Panfish Pro views that you guys are seeing, all these anglers work on right now is brought to you guys by YakAttack. They're all using YakAttack's Panfish Pro, and I'm actually going to show you guys what that is right now. I got Jonathan. I think I cut my signal there, but you guys should see me now. I got Jonathan Timmons in the office today helping me run some background stuff and do some whatnot. So y'all make sure y'all give a shout out to Jonathan. But guys, this here is what all of the guys are filming on today. These guys are all running these YakAttack Panfish Pros. This is the camera pole. It's got a quick release snap in down here at the bottom where these guys will have an adapter that runs in the bottom of their YakAttack track. They can pop this down on top of it. They can drop this thing down. It locks it in place. They can squeeze this to move angles and adjust poles. They have full directional use with this elbow right here, being able to change this thing in and out and around. And one of the other features that this PanFish Pro has is the ability that once this is locked in place, they have a full swivel head on their camera mounts. So this panfish is the way that all of these guys are going to be bringing you guys the action from the water today. So thank you so much, YakAttack, for getting those out to all these competitors. Guys, if you guys don't know so already, FishUSA is an online retailer of fishing and tackle that caters to anglers nationwide. With catalogs of tens of thousands of products, FishUSA offers the most diverse selection of quality fishing gear. FishUSA's real fast shipping, which my wife can attest to because there's boxes on my porch almost every other day. FishUSA's real fast shipping gets products to your doorstep faster so you can spend more time on the water. Why should you shop at FishUSA? Because they are America's tackle shop. You guys can check them out at fishusa.com. Thank you so much, FishUSA. Guys, we are expecting quite a show here. We want you guys to jump down in the comment section. Let us know where you guys are watching from. Let us know who you guys are watching for. And, guys, we're going to be cutting back and forth throughout all the action. These guys have got 3 minutes until line's in. We're going to check in right now on Josh Stewart and see if we can kind of show off Josh here and see if we can kind of get back to a normalized screen. Where did I go here with everybody? Let's see. Let's hide Brundle. I got too many guys on the screen now at one time. Let me see what we're doing. Oh, goodness. Why am I? There we go. All right, let's see. We got just a few minutes, guys, before line's in. You guys are able to see Josh Stewart right now as he kind of sits in his spot and waits. And we're going to see if we can roll in over here with Jody Queen as well and kind of sit here with both of these guys. Let me see if I can give Josh Stewart his mic back right now. Josh, can you hear us, brother?
Yeah.
All right, man. Now, you're not moving around much. I'm assuming you're sitting in your first spot?
Yeah. I got a boat in every corner, every spot on this in this bay right now.
I got you. Well, you're about 2 minutes away from lines in. You get your identifier. You're ready to roll, huh?
I'm ready to roll. Yes.
All right, cool, man. Well, tell us
sure.
Tell us a little bit about your plan this morning. What do you got tied on? What's sitting behind you? What's the first thing you're picking up?
First thing I'm picking up is just a jig. I'm sitting out here in this road bed and probably I'm in 5 foot of water and it tapers off on each side. I caught a bunch of pre-spawners here the other day, so hopefully they're still in this road bed. I just seen a boat catch one on this road bed too. So
I got you. Nicely done. Well, we can see Jody Queen right now. He's sharing the screen with you as well. Jody looks like he's got his catch board out. Looks like he's getting ready to mark up his identifier. Jody, tell us about what you're doing, man.
Yeah, I've got an extra identifier here, the KBF identifier. It's a little heavier duty than the one I've got, so I'm making sure I got backup.
Planning ahead, guys. So what this identifier does, guys, is this identifier, as you guys will see once these guys start hooking some fish. Guys, you guys are about 60 seconds away from lines in, gentlemen. You guys about 60 seconds away from lines in, right at that 9:30 mark, guys. It will be fishing on, game on. We'll see where everybody's at. But guys, with these identifiers, what these guys are able to do is basically it's a way for us to kind of curve cheating. Obviously, with this being a 5 live event, we should be able to maintain as much of the action here as possible. But what these guys do when we're fishing these bigger tournaments where we're not streaming live is we take one of these identifier cards. Guys, that's our alarm right there. Lines in, gentlemen. Best of luck to you. Tight lines, fellas. We got 5 guys flinging lead right now, getting ready to set hooks. It's going to be a show. Josh making his first cast, as is Jody Queen. We got Jamie Broad running the signal down below. Casey Reed looks like he's got a stick out, and as does Darren Brundle making that first cast. So we're going to stream in as much of the action as we can, guys, live. But anyway, what these identifiers do is once these guys take a photo of their fish, it just keeps us all on the same pace. It allows us to go in and see that these guys we're fishing. We're fishing in the allowed time slot that we gave them to be able to do, and it kind of deters cheating a little bit there. This sport is special, unlike so many others, in that we really have a lot of ability to really take care of one another and really have a lot of real genuine sportsmanship in this sport throughout this community. So it's not something that we have a major problem with. The identifiers, we wanted to maintain that in this, just so that way it was a common thing. So that way you guys, the viewers at home, if this was the first time you guys were getting an opportunity to really see kayak fishing go down and see how we do it, we wanted to try to keep it as normal as possible. So guys, we got folks in the comment section right now. You guys drop in a comment, let us know what's going on. Gene Wilson's in here telling us tight lines. Rob's in the house telling us Derek's on. John's telling us go get them. Good luck, guys. Tight lines. It looks like Derek might be hooked up already. Derek, are you hooked up already? Looks like Derek's reaching for the net. Derek's got one on. Let's see here.
Uh-oh. Pressure's on.
Pressure's on. Looks like you might have the first fish of the day. Derek is in some really tough conditions up in Massachusetts right now. I tell you what, Derek's got the first fish on. There you go, guys. Looks like a good one. That didn't take him long, guys. We're 2 minutes after the last in. And of course, who better than NuCanoe's own Darren Brundle to come out swinging? I told you guys early on that he was going to be a guy to watch out for, and I think he made about 3 casts and laid into his first fish. So we're going to pan back out here and see if we can't catch up with some of these other guys here. Darren Brundle right down inside here. Let me see if I can hide Jody Queen. So guys, y'all are watching Josh Stewart down here in the bottom corner, and here Darren Brundle. I think Derek's setting up to measure a fish that looked like a good one. So we'll come back in here with Derek in just a minute and see if let him get some photos over to us and get that fish fully measured out as he reaches for his catch board. So we're bringing up Casey Reed right now, guys, in the other bottom corner right here. So Josh Stewart making another cast with his cast rods. It looks like we've got Casey Reed. Casey, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good deal, man. Tell us a little bit about your strategy. What are you throwing?
So right now I started with a good old shaky head. I got a Zoom shaky head worm, green pumpkin. Kind of my go-to pretty much all of the time, most of the time anyways. That's what I've been catching all my fish on pre-fishing. And we'll throw a few different things today probably, but this will be in my hand most of the day.
I got you. Nicely done. Brundle, can you hear us? Brundle, do you got us now, brother? Can you hear us? Brundle's jumping out so he can go measure that fish, get that fish on the catch board there. Brad K says 3 casts to be for the first fish next week. Brad's dropping hints left and right about what we've already got planned going on. Let's see here. We got Darren Brundle. Let's see if I can bring Darren Brundle back in right now. Brundle, you were going live. Brundle, man, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. Now that took you about 3 casts. What does that fish look like he's measuring out at?
About 17 inch.
17 on the first one, Brundle, man. Nice.
Let him go.
Good looking.
That was the second cast, and I lost one on the first.
Oh, Brundle's dropping bombs, guys. He says that was the second cast, and he lost one on the first. Brundle's playing the smackdown, not scared to get the trash talk rolling. I think just about every one of these guys can kind of hear him. I don't know if that causes any kind of effect in these guys' head. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like Casey Reed's looking over at the screen a pretty good bit. Casey, how's that got you feeling, bro?
Oh man, I was expecting it, dude. I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna put up with 22 here in a few minutes, probably. So
I got you. I got you. I like it, man. All right, I'm gonna slide Casey down off the screen here, everybody. We're gonna go over here and see if we can check in here on Josh Stewart and see what Josh has got going on live. We can get Josh's camera on. I'm gonna mute Derek's because he's in the wind. But we got Josh now, guys, right in the bottom left-hand side. Guys, let me tell you a little bit, guys, about Dakota Lithium and Josh Stewart. Dakota Lithium is the leader in the lithium battery revolution. Dakota Lithium lets you fish longer and motor farther, giving you twice the runtime at half of the weight. Dakota Lithium batteries charge 5 times faster than your standard SLA battery. Come join the lithium revolution and give your equipment the power it needs and deserves. You can find Dakota Lithium online at dakotalithium.com, Dakota Lithium batteries on Facebook, dakota.delithium on Instagram. Josh, man, tell us a little bit about Dakota Lithium and how you're powering your equipment today and everything that you use every day.
Right now, I'm powering. I got my Flex Drive electric. I got it powered with 54 amp hour, and I have the 23 amp hour running my low range fish finder. And just in case my phone starts to die, I got my power box so I can hook it up.
Nicely done, man. Nicely done. I'm liking it, guys. You guys are running right along. We got our first fish on the board. Miss Amanda Brandon is judging that fish and going to get it back over to us here quickly. But two casts in, Josh and Brundle's on the board, man. How's that got you feeling? Looks like Brundle's hooked up again right here next to you.
Well, it's not got me feeling too well.
Brundle in blistering conditions is 2 fish in.
Smallmouth.
What do you got?
Smallmouth.
A smallmouth on the board. He's trying to get it to the net now, guys. So Brundle right now bringing us the action. Brundle with that smallmouth down there. Looks like we got Casey Reed down here doing a Josh, I'm going to hide you for just a second. Looks like we got Casey Reed changing up some lures. He's about 7 minutes in. Looks like he's tying on something different. I don't know if that's a ring tie from the snag, whatever. But looks like Casey is doing some prep work down there in the bottom of his boat.
I just broke off a fish a second ago.
Oh man, what broke one off, took everything, huh?
Yep.
You already saw it. I just forgot, but what are you throwing, Casey?
Throwing a shaky head, the Zoom shaky head worm, the Magnum size, and
I got you.
and green.
Now, is a shaky head kind of a go-to for you, Casey?
Yeah, the shaky head, man. Last year, I probably caught 90% of my fish in a tournament on a shaky head. So, I mean, I throw that anywhere I go, and I can usually do pretty good on it. So, I mean, it's definitely my go-to.
I got you.
It's confidence, mate, that's for sure.
I got you. Well, we are not even 10 minutes in yet, and it looks like Derek Brundle's got 2 on the board. How's that is that in your head at all?
No, not really. Not yet.
I like it. Looks like Jody Queen has got those Hobie pedals running as he's slinging that Cashion rod left and right. We've got him down there. Jamie Broad is down in Louisiana there on the lake, looking like he's slinging some baits around. Let me go check in here and see if we can catch up with Jamie Broad. He picked paddle back up in hand. Jamie, can you hear us? I'm not sure that Jamie can hear us. Jamie, do you have us? I'm going to drop Jamie and let him come right back in here to us. He is fishing away. Right now, Darren Brundle looking like the star that we all know him to be. Looks like he's hooked up again. Guys, this may be the Darren Brundle power hour here. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm pretty sure I just saw Stewart shake his head in the green room down here where you guys couldn't see him. Ronald with that 3rd fish. Good looking fish. Less than 10 minutes in, right at that 10-minute mark, and you were over the halfway point for your limit. That's quite impressive, guys, on any body of water. I feel like that's impressive. So, quite impressive. We got Jody Queen down here, guys, down here on the other side of the screen. You guys are seeing Jody Queen being able to go to work here. Jody, can you hear us?
Yeah, man.
What? Tell us a little bit about what you're throwing, Jody. What bait you got on there?
And I just took a white diesel minnow and put some red dye up around the head of it, and then put a streak of chartreuse down the side. Because these fish are kind of in transition here to come up and start nesting. But they're just really spread out in here right now, so I got to cover a lot of territory. Come right off that edge.
Looks like Jody Queen is hooked up and reaching for that YakAttack leverage landing net.
He just got off.
Oh, he missed it. Fish jumped whenever he made the stretch for the net. That is a mistake that I make a lot, Jody. How you feeling right now over that, Jody?
Not feeling too good about that one.
Jamie Broad, man, you got a little giggle there, man. This is the first time we've had an opportunity to see each other live like this, right? In a tournament.
Yes. Oh, it's such a neat concept. I mean, it's almost like just going out and fishing with your buddies.
Right.
Honestly.
Only a little bit more PG-13.
Yes.
Because we would be typically we'd be on the water kind of giving each other the old brotherly love right now over over a missed fish.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Well, Jody Queen, I know you. I don't want you being distracted by the comment section, but you got Miss Jean Wilson down here right now saying that's okay, Jody. Stay steady. So encouraging words from the Queen herself, Miss Jean Wilson.
Yeah, I don't. I miss a fish here and there every now and then. I'm throwing the chatterbait and throwing it in thick stuff, and stuff happens. You just can't. If you sit around and think about it, you're losing valuable time. So, if you miss it, get right back in there, make another cast, and get on with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. It's it's one of those things where you've got to be able to what we call etch-a-sketching in the military, where you got to be able to shake it off, move on to the next cast, and you got to be able to do it quickly. It's one of the things that really impresses me with all of you anglers at y'all's level with how well you do that. Jamie, man, how does your head play? Last year, Jamie, this time last year on this very same lake, we come around the corner and you were soaking wet from diving in after your phone. Tell me a little bit about that story, Jamie.
Oh, what was it? About 8 o'clock, and received a phone call. Dwayne Taft called me, so I answered the phone, and I just juggled it, and next thing I know, it went in and staked out my paddle, and deciding on what I was going to do, and I already had 2 fish on my phone that I hadn't submitted, so I knew I had to get it, and so I went ahead and just went for it. I should have thought about it ahead because I still had my NRS boots on. I had a sweatshirt on, and I just jumped in with everything on.
And I mean, it was a cold morning. We come around the corner. I mean, your toes were blue.
There was a whole lot of stuff that was blue.
PG-13, Broad. PG-13. Looks like is Jody setting the hook back there? It looks like it.
Yeah, I'm just talking about ears and fingers and yeah.
No, for sure, man, for sure.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I mean, I'm just glad I found it.
Okay.
That day, I ended up between that happening and then with later that day, I lost a huge fish, and man, just can't let it get to you. And keep grinding, you'll catch another one. So
now, Jody, you got a fish there, man. What is that? A chatterbait? Is that a chatterbait bass?
Yeah, it's on a chatterbait, on a jackhammer.
I got you. That Z-Man jackhammer works wonders for you, don't it?
Oh man, I've won so much money on that bait. It's ridiculous. But I've got this one. It's I had it for since they first came out, pretty much, and it's so wore out, man. It hunts so bad. For some reason, when I hit shallow water, man, and I'm fishing pads and stuff, it just darts everywhere. The fish love it better than any other jackhammer I've got for some reason.
Now, can you tell me what weight are you throwing there? Can you tell me a color, or will you?
Yeah, I'm just throwing a white, just a regular straight up white with a white diesel minnow on it, and it seems to be working real well right now. I started out with the green pumpkin yesterday, but didn't get much hits on it, so I switched up to the white because the shadows spawning, or not spawning, but they're running in here. So
now, Jody, can I ask you? Can I ask you, as a professional, brother, what is there a particular weight of that jackhammer that you find yourself going to more often?
Yeah, I'm fishing real shallow water right now. Anything from about 0 to 5 feet, I'm fishing. I get 10 pounds. But most of the time, I'll throw the 3/8 most of the time.
I got you.
All right, man. I'm gonna get a picture of this fish. It's
Go ahead,
real big.
Go right to work, man. Go get your picture of that first fish there. We'll kink over here, and we'll jump over to Josh Stewart here and see what he's got going on. Josh, can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right, good deal, man. How are you feeling right now?
Well, I just come over to my second spot and broke out the wacky rig, so maybe I can put some in the boat real quick.
Well, now we got to fish together just a couple weeks back, right after the DZ Invitational down in Kissimmee, Florida. We took a little field trip right after me, you, and a group of other top sticks, and you were able to put a new PB in the boat, man, on that same setup, right? Walk us through that.
Well, that was a Texas rig on 50-pound straight braid, and I'm using, I'm going a lot lighter here because there's no need.
Well, tell us about that new PB, man. How was that for you? I know a lot of guys seen it online. You guys can find that on Josh Stewart's Facebook page. You were able to get the whole cast to catch there on GoPro, right?
Yeah, that was amazing. I can't believe I actually got the whole thing on GoPro, because usually I'm not recording, or it's facing the wrong angle. Everything just came together right.
Well, walk us through that, man. Walk us through that entire catch. Do you mind?
Yeah, I mean, it was just I remember. Hold on.
Uh-oh. He's got the hook set on for Mr. Josh Stewart, Dakota Lithium Zone.
It's not a big one, but
hey, it's not a big one. Will it measure though? We're looking for a 12-inch minimum today.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
Oh, Josh Stewart's first fish in the boat. Right above him, you guys can see Darren Brundle pulling up another one that I promise you that fish will measure there, Darren Brundle.
Oh, it's going to be right on. Nope, it's not going to measure.
Oh, ink drop, out it goes. Meanwhile, Darren Brundle right above your head, Josh, looks like he's measuring. I believe, is that his fourth? Or that's his fourth, Timmons? Timmons is in my ear telling me that's his number 4. So he's a fish away from a limit. About 15, 20 minutes into the live stream here. Quite impressive. You guys jump in the comment section, smash that share button, let everybody know that we're out here watching these guys catch some fish, playing around live here in kayaks this morning, having a lot of fun, doing our own social distancing, and quite frankly, guys, bringing you guys a little bit of entertainment. That's what we're trying to do here. I know I don't want to pull all of you guys' attention away from Tiger King completely, but how can you not be sucked into watching Josh Stewart right here? I mean, almost just as incredible.
Tiger King? I don't know about all that.
Bro, that stash and hair that you got going right now is quite impressive. Speaking of hair right now, Jamie Broad, Jamie, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Get the hockey haircut.
Jamie, are you still wearing the Dylan the Kid Fuqua haircut right now? Oh my goodness, guys! Look at these locks. He's got the side shades. If you guys don't know Dylan the Kid Fuqua, he came down to the tin house with this 1970s or early 80s retro cut. And, Dylan's, I think, 15 or 16-year-old. And so Jamie, being the sport that he is and kind of the class clown, dropped in our private group chat yesterday this new hairstyle that he's doing and told Dylan that he was coming out for him. So super, super cool. I like that a lot, Jamie.
What's that? You're breaking up. I couldn't hear you.
I'm going to have to get me a haircut like that.
Oh, yeah. I've been needing one for like a month, but so I got bored yesterday morning and just took the clippers after.
I got you. Brundle, can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, looks like you were on fire, dude. 4 fish in. I mean, is this how you expected your morning to set up?
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, are you keeping this in your head? Do you know what your small is right now? Not that you're culling yet.
No, I don't. I think it's like 15 and a half.
Well, obviously, with us not running Tourney X, that's going to be something else that you guys are going to have to kind of keep mindful of. Paying attention. He's like, I'll worry about culling once I get your limit.
I'll worry about culling in a few more casts.
Derek Brundle. I like it. Guys, we are doing some giveaways. I know that YakAttack, we've got a special giveaway with Power Pole coming here very soon. So you guys jump in the comment section, be letting us know what's going on, be dropping in questions, comments, anything like that. Guys, right here at the top of your screen, you guys have seen Derek Brundle. Basically, in the first 20 minutes, already put up almost a full limit. Derek proudly represents NuCanoe. Let me tell you guys a little bit about NuCanoe kayaks. NuCanoe are hybrid, fast, versatile, limitless. Those are some of the words described by the real NuCanoe owners to describe the kayaks we make. Customers from every walk of life agree. Our boats are the ultimate platform for achieving your outdoor goals. Whether you're chasing giant tarpon in the ocean or tiny trouts in the creek, hunting ducks, bucks, or that old tom you've heard gobbling across the pond, NuCanoe has you covered. It's time to unlimit yourself. Brundle, tell us a little bit about NuCanoe and why this boat setup is perfect for what you do. With another hook set right there, perfect timing.
Yeah, so, it's the perfect platform for me being a tournament angler. As you can see, I stand all day long in it. Another little bass, but it'll fill out a limit. Got the mega bass going here today.
That will make your 5th fish, right? You now have a limit. Guys, that's going to be Brundle's 5th fish for Team NuCanoe. That looks like a limit, the first limit of the day. Not only was he quick work in 2 casts to make the first fish of the day, but he's also the first guy to reach a limit. So now it's game on for him to start doing some upgrading. We haven't even had time to get his fish dialed in here just yet, but we will be sure to do that here just as quickly as possible. Guys, we got 5 guys in 4 different states across the country fishing this event today. And guys put on a show. It's absolutely impressive. Gene Wilson is right about Brundle's bite. He's on a jerkbait bite, and looks like he is just reeling them in left and right. What that one?
That was a 15-incher.
What was that one? Brundle getting that wind, just putting on a clinic. You said that was about 15. He's going to go and see if he can get some measurements on that for us. You guys are taking a live look right now at Jody Queen as he's running up and down the roads here. Let me guys show you something else here super impressive to me. Check out Casey Reed's feed as Casey stands in his seat to get a little bit more height there in his old town to kind of do a little bit more sight fishing. Look at the differences of approach. These 2 anglers below me here with Cashion's own Jody Queen and Old Town's Casey Reed, as these 2 guys are pretty much on the same body of water in different sections, but taking completely different techniques in what they're doing. Jody running that power technique with that jackhammer, and Casey running that finesse with that shaky head while standing in the seat. So, guys, if you guys are new to the kayak fishing community and question yourself about the stability, the things that you can do, take a look at how Casey Reed is managing this boat and standing up here. Casey, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, Scott.
So, man, tell me a little bit about this Old Town, man, and the perks that you have right now about getting this extra height and what that does for you.
So I got a fish on a bed over here. There's two of them. They're pretty good size, and that wasn't really my plan today to do any bed fishing, but I figured I'd come over here, give it a try before I move spots.
Now, are you dropping that shaky head past the bed and slowing it into the bed there?
So I'm actually fishing a weightless worm right here.
Okay.
But I got a Zoom trick worm. You see it right there.
All right, guys. Jody Queen's fish right now that he just submitted was running a 16 and 3/4. So just shy of 17 inches is going to be Jody's Queen's first fish. Darren Brundle, is that his 5 fish? Or that's his 5? So Darren Brundle's 5 fish limit so far is at 79 inches. So we've already got our first limit at 79 inches. I don't believe 79 is going to win it. What a great start for the morning for sure. Let's see if we can, Josh, if you can hear me, your screen is sideways. Get your phone sideways and see if we can get you back up. And we got Darren Brundle. Looks like he's still working that chatterbait. You guys are keeping an eye right now below me on camera live on the YakAttack PANFISH PRO view. You guys are seeing Jody Queen proudly representing Cashion rods, just going to work, slinging a jackhammer all out in front of him. And then we're watching Old Town's Casey Reed slow roll a weightless worm in the from the seat of his Old Town setup there. It's quite impressive to see these guys work. Jody Queen now standing up. Looks like he's putting in a little bit of work there. Derek Brundle, guys, joining us back in right now.
What's happening?
Brundle, man, give us a little watch on the camera screen. Brother. Let's see if we can get a better view of you. When you get time, man, no rush on that. Give us a little wipe on that. Give us a little wipe on that camera screen when you get time. There you go. There we go. Yeah, see, we get a little bit better view of you. You're dealing with some conditions here that nobody else is dealing with, man. Not only are you dealing with conditions, of way more weather than your other 4 competitors, but you're also dealing with conditions of being the first guy with a limit. You're sitting at 79 inches even right now. How's that got you feeling?
I'm happy with that. I mean, we're going to upgrade a couple here and there. I got a couple that are right around, I think, 15 inches or so. So we're just going to keep throwing this jerkbait. We haven't moved from the first spot. I'm still on the pinpoint GPS anchor mode on the motor guide. Just sitting in the same spot, sitting in 11 feet of water. And they're still there. I can see them on the side scan. And, we're just going to keep working at them.
I got it. Well, Robert Woolsey, Robert dropped in the comments here. It says, what lakes are they all fishing on? And Robert, let me walk you through these guys set up right now. We've got Dakota, We've got Dakota Lithium's Josh Stewart. We've got Cashion's Jody Queen over on Hicks Lake in Virginia. NuCanoe, of course, being in Tennessee. My apologies. We got Old Town's Casey Reed up in Virginia on the Burnsville Lake as well. And we've also got Ketch's Jamie Broad down on Lake Caddo in Louisiana on that Texas border. And then we've got Darren Brundle, who is NuCanoe's proud assassin tonight with a 5-fish limit early in the competition. He is fishing Ezekiel Pond in Plymouth, Massachusetts. He is not only on the smallest body of water, but by far the what most would look at a map and think the toughest conditions to be fishing in is what most of us believe Derek Brundle to be in. You guys can see how he's dressed and the type of conditions he's fishing right here live. He's he's handling it like a champ for sure.
My fingers are numb.
The fingers are numb, he says. Now, Jamie, can you hear us? I got Jamie's mic muted. Jamie, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, now, Jamie, you and Brundle both competed in this year's KBF the 10 competition. Tell me a little bit, Jamie, about your thoughts on Brundle as a competitor coming into his first season and what he's been able to do. You guys have really kind of sparked up a pretty cool friendship, right?
Yeah, that's what Derek's one of the coolest guys I've met in this industry so far. He's a super cool guy. And that's what, I mean, going down to Florida and getting to share that with 10 other anglers was a pretty amazing event. Hopefully, I'll make it back this year. I need some redemption after last year.
I got you. Well, Joseph Russell drops in the comments. He says, guys, I live in Plymouth. It's blowing 30 miles an hour and it feels like it's 25 degrees. That's the conditions NuCanoe's own Derek Brundle has already put it up in, guys. Quite impressive, if you ask me. What do I know, though? I'm just a fan of the sport. So we've got Ketch's own Duke talking about Brundle being fishing a farm pond, and Gene Wilson comes in and says actually fishing a mixed barrel. That's funny right there. I tell you what, wherever he's fishing, I want to be fishing because I need to go up there. Maybe I'd have an opportunity to catch one. Guys, I think for me as a fan of the sport, I think that's one of the things that I like the most about this type of fishing competition here is that this is these guys had the ability to pretty much go anywhere in the country that they wanted to for a 2-hour live shootout where they had to produce 5 fish in 2 hours live in front of you guys. And, so bringing this format to you guys was something different that we wanted to, wanted to make special, wanted to make unique. But quite frankly, guys, we wanted to put on a show for you guys, with everything going on in the community across the country. We just wanted to be able to give you guys, something fun to watch, something fun to kind of keep the spirits up and a little bit of action, maybe a little bit of a drama. Don't get me wrong. And I know Ronald's listening to me live right here, but I don't expect this 79 inches to hold out today. We're just getting things rolling, and Derek is in front of 4 amazing competitors on the water, and we're gonna continue to see how this thing pulls out. But guys, let me tell you guys a little bit about a power pole giveaway that we're gonna kick off right now. So if you guys didn't know already, you guys can go over to WestbrookSupplyCo.com. I'll get Timmons to drop that link in the comments right now here in just a minute. But we've already started this yesterday, where we've asked you guys to pick who you think out of these 5 competitors is going to win, and then give the total number of inches that it's going to take them to win. We're going to pick one of those. We're going to take everyone who was accurate and put those in a random generator and pick one of those winners tomorrow to win a Power Pole $100 gift card. But we wanted to give you guys an opportunity right now watching live to also win a Power Pole gift card. So let me tell you guys how we want you to do that. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and drop in the comments section. Let us know where you're watching from. Then go in and smash that share button. Here's what we want you guys to do. We've already seen a couple fish get picked, and we've got about 90 minutes left in competition. So here's what I want you guys to do. In the comments section, go in and drop in the hashtag power pole and then tag the competitor that you feel like is going to catch the biggest fish. You're also then going to guesstimate the total size of the biggest fish presented in today's competition. So what we're asking you guys to do is for your opportunity to win a $100 power pole gift card, in the comment section, use hashtag power pole, drop in, tag the angler you think catches the biggest bass, and then drop in the comment section of what size fish you think that's going to be. So basically, guys, it's your chance to power pole pick the biggest bass of the day, and we're gonna select one of those winners to also win a power pole gift card. Power pole, if you guys didn't understand, power pole for those who like to go and stop where larger vessels can't. The power pole micro spike driver is the perfect anchor system to complete your small craft. From aluminum boats to small skiffs, kayaks to paddle boards, the whisper quiet electric motor of the micro will never let the fish know you're there. So, guys, that power pole is something that I use a lot. Many of these competitors use. It's just it's an invaluable tool for myself as so many others. And you guys can see it looks like Darren Brundle hooked up once again. I'll give him a mic back. Derek, what you got there, brother? What you working with?
Another bass.
Another bass. We're going to see if he's starting to coal. Derek is our first competitor to be coaling. Looks like Casey Reed's got one on the board, too. If I can bring Casey in here. Casey, did we just miss a fish on you? Let me get you some mic.
Yeah, you did. I got my first one.
I got you. What you measure out at?
Sorry, what's that?
What did your first fish measure at?
It was about 15.
I got you. All right, so first for the morning now, I like it. Get the juices flowing, get a little slime on your hands. That's got to work out the spirit a little bit. 30 minutes in, right?
Yeah, it sure does, man. It sure does. I just moved spots. It's going down. There's some stumps and some brush piles on it that I know about. So I came and first cast got bit, and I slowed it down a little bit, and got hooked up on one, thankfully.
I got it. Nicely done, guys. Well, you guys are rallying in them power pole inches and guesstimations right now for your chance of that gift card. Guys, jump in the comment section. Let us know what you guys are thinking. Let us know how everything's playing out here. We're putting on a little bit of a show here this morning with FishUSA's 5 Live Shootout presented by Cashion. We're having a lot of fun here this morning. We got these guys across the country bringing a lot of different dynamics, a lot of different angles. Here we're seeing guys fishing in various conditions with various different techniques and styles, and we're starting to see some fish roll in here on the leaderboard. It's been quite impressive to see this morning. I'm gonna bring Brundle down. I know he's measuring another fish. Let's kick over to Josh Stewart and see and check in with him. Josh, can you hear us?
Say that again, Scott.
Can you hear us? I'm just making sure you got us, brother.
Yeah.
All right, good deal, man. We're going to sit back and watch you sling a bait around for a little while. You're on live right now with Casey Reed on the other side of you here, and we're going to just kind of check in with you guys. Josh, let me talk to you a little bit about you've kind of been crowned, whether you like it or not, as kind of one of Mr. Consistency in the kayak community, man. You seem to always be in the money, always be cashing a check. You're a threat on the leaderboard on every body of water that you're ever on, man. Tell us a little bit about why this sport, why this is so special for you, why you keep coming back.
I mean, I love the competition, the camaraderie, who doesn't love fishing? What's not to like?
Perfect. I mean, you're absolutely right. You spend a lot of time away from home. I don't know if I'm the one that coined it or not, but I definitely mention it with you all the time. I believe you spend more time on the water than most ducks. I mean, so this is kind of a full-time gig for you right now, right?
Yeah, for the last 2 years it has been, yeah, for the most part.
What do you?
I still work some a little bit.
When you're home, you can't be home enough to work, right?
Yeah, I'm usually fishing.
I got you. Well, guys, in the comment section, if you guys haven't noticed, YakAttack is dropping trivia questions in the comments. So make sure that you guys playing along at home or watching. But here's YakAttack's trivia question number 2 of 4. It's a $50 gift card for the winner. From how many different states did anglers come to participate in the 2019 YakAttack Benefit Tournament? Guys, phenomenal questions here. YakAttack's the leader in the industry. I would like to take this opportunity to thank YakAttack and Luther Cypress and everybody working there, because while we're playing out on the water today, these guys have been trying to figure out how to produce the best quality medical equipment that they could for zero profit, just to kind of help out across the country with this community with what's going on right now. So sincerely, hats off Luther Cypress and the entire YakAttack team for once again going above and beyond, not only for the kayak fishing community, but for the entire community across the country for what they're doing. YakAttack, you guys just do incredible things. So you guys make sure YakAttack that you guys are following the comment section, because YakAttack is giving away some $50 gift cards all day today, and they are have just been phenomenal at supporting this community. And of course, they've got their Panfish pros on every one of these anglers' boats today, bringing us this live action. So big hats off to YakAttack for all you guys are doing there. The comment section is just being lit up. Josh, can you still hear us?
Yeah.
Josh, so I will say this, man. We've got this what appears to be this absolutely beautiful young lady named Lauren in the comment section, and she made a comment somewhere. I can't back up and find it now, but talked about if cell phone signal wasn't an issue, that you would already have a limit. I mean, tell us about this young lady and why she's the way that she is.
I mean, I don't know if that's true either. I would be on Kentucky Lake right now, but it's just blown out, and I could not find the fish anywhere.
Now, you're known as, I mean, you're a big stick everywhere you go, but Kentucky Lake is, I mean, that's kind of your wheelhouse. That's one of your go-to spots. I mean, you pre-fished it this week, and it wasn't something you were comfortable with, right?
No, I mean, the area where I was fishing is like more up. It's not really the lake part yet. It's still mostly river, so the area was really flooded. And as you know, there's not much service on Kentucky Lake. As soon as you hit the boat ramp, you basically lose service.
There is almost no service on Kentucky Lake. That is an actual fact. Guys, I'm gonna leave Darren Brundle's mic off, but look at that fish. You guys have got seeing Darren Brundle live. He's in some real wind conditions, so I'm gonna leave his mic off so we don't hear him, because he's got a lot of feedback there. But Darren Brundle measuring another fish. We're gonna see whether or not it gives him a coal. Just utterly impressive to see what Brundle's doing up there, man. It's super impressive. Meanwhile, in the green room, I can take a look at Casey Reed, who seems to be working a finesse bait still. It looks like I see a paddle in the Dragon. Jamie Broads, I see a paddle in his hand quite a bit down in the comment section. So I don't, I'm not sure if he's chasing beds, or if he's, it looks like he's running around a lot of those cypress knees right now. Let me bring him up here on the screen. Let me slide Brundle down. But as you guys can see, it looks like Josh is hooking up as we speak, and you guys can see Jamie Broad running around these cypress knees right now, just looking for that fish, looking for that bite. As Josh looks like he's bringing one to the boat right this minute. Josh, what you got there? Talk to us.
I'd say it's about a 15 inch or so.
I got you. That'll be is that your second keeper?
Third
keeper. So Josh is on the board, running good, feeling good. Proudly representing the Lithium. Look at that fish there. There's some slime on your hands.
I'll make it look big. There we go.
There you go. Give it that stretch arm, Josh, dude. That's what I have to do with all my photos. You guys, I don't really catch any good fish. I'm just really good at Photoshop.
All right, BRB.
All right, be right back, man. I'll see you in just a minute. Jamie Broad, man, tell us a little bit about what's going on for you right now. Broad, can you hear us?
You just cut out a little bit.
I got you. Let me see if we can check in here with Jody Queen. Jody, can you hear us?
Hello.
No way. Hang on a minute. Let me go back over here right now. Let me bring Jody back down. Sorry, Jody. We'll come right back to you. As Josh climbs back in the screen here, guys, I want to show this real quick and get this story. Josh, you're a vet, man. Probably one of the most seasoned in this. You said you logged off and then quickly logged back in. What happened, bro?
Oh, I got a lot going on here right now. Trying to get this phone back on the grip. Hold on just one moment.
So Josh had his third measuring fish
That
on
good?
the board, and it jumped, huh?
You there?
Yeah, Josh, we hear you. That fish jumped off the board.
What did I do?
Nope, you're good, Josh. We got you.
All right. I actually turned the volume down. My bad.
So that fish bumped you on the board, huh?
Yeah, it got off. I set her down the boat trying to get my phone off the tether, and she should put her in the net.
That's another dynamic here, guys, that you guys just, it's something different that you guys haven't done before, having to stream and multitask in this type of capacity. That's something that doesn't happen to you regularly, right?
It did happen like 2 weeks ago during the tournament.
Man, you guys, y'all drop that heart button, smash that thumbs up, give Josh a little bit of boost there. That's a tough break, guys.
It was only a 14-inch. It'll be okay.
Hey, I get it. Only a 14. Josh staying positive. I like that mindset. Jamie Broad, man, can you hear us? How does that make you feel, Josh, losing one?
Makes it feel a little better. I feel his pain though.
There's another
one. It happens to all of us.
I got you. Well, he just set the hook on another one, so let's see what he does with it. We'll see whether or not he goes to the net before he cuts the camera off to go get his photo.
I swear it's the same fish.
The same fish. It's possible, I guess. There you go. Craig Storms in the comments. Stormy goes, "Oh my God, he let one jump off the board," and showing the hands up. He got it back, Craig. He got it back, Stormy. He ain't letting you down, brother. He ain't letting you down. That's absolutely hilarious, guys. Y'all can't make this stuff up. That's quality entertainment. Josh, go measure that fish, man. Use the net. Use the net.
All right.
Looks like Jamie's hooked up.
Pickerel.
Pickerel. That's the wrong species.
That's the wrong species.
Wrong species. Did I get the heart racing a little bit, though, when you set the hook?
Oh, yeah, because, it feels like it's a decent fish. And then as soon as you get it up to where you can see it, it just all goes with it. Come on.
Now, Jamie, let me mess with your head a little bit while we're sitting here. When we first put this thing out, a lot of folks put you at an unfair advantage because of where you're fishing in the country right now. Does that play anything into your head at all?
No, this area is really good right now, but we did have a front come through, which it's been 80 degrees all week, and all of a sudden today it's 54. So, but I've been watching Derek all week. I didn't think they had bass in Cape Cod.
Well, it looks like Derek is hooked up once again. Looks like he's reeling one in. Derek, can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you. You got me?
Yep. You're on right now with Jamie Broad. Jamie's talking about he didn't even realize that they had bass up in the Cape Cod area. You're proving it wrong, right?
What did you say?
Jamie Broad said that he wasn't even sure until this week that they had bass up in the Cape Cod area.
Hey, Jamie.
I had to throw back.
Hey, that was the fourth one in a row.
That's funny right there. I tell you what, guys, Doug Straub with FishUSA brings up a great comment here in the comment section, guys, with a link to Calco's Donkey League. I don't know if that's a little shade over at Josh Stewart or not, but lots of ways to retain your fish, guys. Calco's makes some great products, so you guys can find those at fishusa.com. I know Josh said it before, but most of the guys use their nets while they're kind of, letting that fish kind of calm down while they're waiting to put them on their catch board for a little photo shoot. And but that's definitely something that you guys can be checking out there. Paul Benson says Yankee bass are easier to catch. Paul, I mean, Paul, you've been around a long time as the vice president of Cashion Rods. I mean, I don't want to argue with you by no means. I would venture to say that me personally, I would have a harder time catching fish in the conditions that Darren Brundle is catching fish in than any of these other competitors. I'm not a cold natured guy. You guys drop in the comment section right now. Which one of these guys is fishing a technique or a style that you would want to be fishing if you had your opportunity right now, guys? Most of us are sitting at home right now, watching fishing or thinking about fishing. These guys are out here doing it as Derek Brundle sets the hook again.
Nice smallmouth.
Nice smallmouth. You're catching on. You pulled a pickerel out earlier too, right?
Pickerel, a couple of perch, a bunch of bass.
That's impressive. Even Jesse in the comment section is saying another fish! Exclamation point times 5. Super impressive. Got it. Can we get Timmons? Will you see if you can get us an updated score? See if we got one right here. Nope. You can talk to us. Can we get another? Do we have an updated score? Okay, we're gonna work on getting an updated score right now from Miss Amanda Brandon. See if we can kind of get there, guys. There's a lot going on, a lot of fast action here. So you guys stay with us, stay patient. We will do our best to bring you guys an update here just as quickly as we can. You guys are watching Jamie Broad right now down on Caddo Lake, and you guys are also checking out Casey Reed up in Birchville, Virginia, on a property known as Hicks Lake. So these two guys up here are fishing away one cast at a time. Casey, I'm going to turn it to you. Casey, can you hear us? As he's bringing one in, look at that timing.
Yeah, a little bit smaller than that last one. Hopefully this one measures. But put the lure back in the water before I measure this thing, though, that's for sure. Man, it's sitting out here. There wasn't supposed to be much wind today. And, of course, it's blowing a heck of a lot more than it was supposed to be. So this spot lock is really golden right now, man.
You guys are seeing Old Town's Casey Reed right now pull that catch board out from the bottom of his boat and set it up in his lap here. He's making sure he's getting his phone. He's getting his identifier. He's getting the fish in place, getting that stuff set up to where he can set this fish up for a little photo shoot so that he can get it submitted here to our judge, Miss Amanda Brandon, and get this fish up on the leaderboard and get him a new updated stat. Guys, leaderboard update right now coming in from Timmons here next to me in studio from Amanda Brandon. We're sitting right now with Jamie Broad sitting in with one fish of measuring 12. Jody at 16 and 3/4, Josh Stewart at 44 inches, and Derek Brundle, NuCanoe's own, in the lead with 81 and 3/4 inches. So lots of time left here. We're looking at about another hour to go, hour and 5 minutes to go here in tournament competition. We told you guys this was going to be a shootout. It's going to be a pressure cooker with everything these guys have got to do. You now stack on top of this these guys having to catch 5 fish in 2 hours, plus having to be able to broadcast, having to be able to pay attention to me, answer questions, listen in on each other. There's a lot going on in most of these guys, 12-foot to 14-foot plastic vessels here. There's a lot of action, a lot going down. It's definitely a pressure cooker for sure. We need to be here, right? Where are we at, timeline? Checking the clock here. Yeah. So, guys, let me tell you a little bit about Cashion Rods, as they are not only our presenting sponsor, but they are the sponsor of Mr. Jody Queen. And we also, of course, have got Josh Stewart, who proudly throws Cashion Rods as well. But, guys, let me tell you guys a little bit about Cashion Rods and kind of what they're doing in the community and how they're kind of starting to kind of really invest here in the kayak fishing space. Cashion Fishing Rods manufactures extraordinary American-made fishing rods. Cashion focuses on the molecular level to create novel materials used to manufacture and deliver the world's most sensitive and durable fishing rods. The Cashion mission is to create American-made, Cashion-branded, and OEM fishing rods with uncompromising value and durability that are delivered to our customers with the highest level of customer service in the industry. That's Cashion Rods. You can check them out at CashionFishingRods.com or Cashion Fishing Rods on Facebook. They have a wide selection of those at FishUSA. Make sure you check Cashion out. Me, myself, you guys can see stacked behind me. I proudly rep Cashion, a wonderful selection of rods that really just, are super durable, hold well, and sensitive in ways that I've never seen before. Cashion fishing rods are definitely worth your time checking out, guys. We've got Jody on right down here right now, as well as Casey Reed coming to you guys live right this second. Guys, lots of show going on here. We will get. I will get that corrected. Casey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, man, not to throw a wrench in your system here, but the last fish that you submitted it to the wrong group. So next time you go submit one, just recheck.
Yeah, I realize it.
No problem. Just making sure, man. I know there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I just submitted them both to the right group this time, I think. I just wanted to make sure those were the only two fish I had.
No problem, man. You're good. There's a lot going on, man. This is a pressure cooker for sure.
Yeah,
tell us about
it. I'm gonna go to my two good spots that I should have probably been at already, but we'll see how it goes there.
I got you.
And this two hour time limit really makes the decisions count that much more. You can't make a wrong decision. And
yeah, I mean, we're looking just over an hour left to go. You guys have never really fished a competition like this in this type of pressure. I mean, Casey, where's your head at right now?
I'm just hoping I can check out these two spots. I caught a lot of fish there, free fishing, and some of them were small. One day there were some big ones there, so we'll kind of see how it goes, man. I mean, I'm just hoping I can get 5 on the board. I mean, that's the goal, the ultimate goal. I mean, obviously I want to beat everybody else, but just putting 5 on the board is always a goal for a tournament, man. And I mean, even though I'm fishing, I guess you call it a home body of water. I mean, it ain't no guarantees you're gonna go out and catch 5 fish every time. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, 100%. When we were kicking around the idea, and guys, this is not this is the inaugural event that we're doing here, obviously. But we're going to do another one of these. We're going to see something change. If you guys want to see a longer platform, if you guys want to see this as a 3-hour or a 4-hour event, we're going to take feedback. We quite frankly, guys, wanted to bring something different to the table. Give a show. Give us something to watch on a Saturday morning and bring a little entertainment. And what better than these 5 hammers to be able to bring us some live action and do that. So you guys jump in the comment section and be supporting these guys. We're a little bit over an hour left in live fish time, so it's definitely interesting to see. We got Josh Stewart on here right below us here, next to Casey Reed, checking in with Josh. Josh, I'm going to drop a comment on the screen here, man, that caught my eye earlier. It's from a young lady named Miss Patty, and it says, "Josh, don't drop that phone in the water. Lauren won't have time to get you another one." I'm assuming this is some family, right, Josh?
Yes, you know exactly who it is.
That's Josh's mom, everybody. What a sweetheart! What a phenomenal young lady Mama Stewart is. Love that she's supporting there. As you guys laugh and y'all see Casey down here in the corner showing off that Dakota Lithium decal on his cup. I want to say 4 of these guys, everybody but Darren Brundle, is actually runs Dakota Lithium. Darren Brundle is, of course, a proud amped power source consumer. But the other 4 of these guys are proudly run Dakota Lithium, and so it's kind of so cool to see that diversity. Casey, you talked about it before, but everything on your rig, you run off of that Dakota Lithium power, right?
Yeah, I sure do. I got 2 different batteries that I'm running today. I got the 100 amp hour battery that I'm running the trolling motor with, and I mean it's been great to me so far. I haven't, this boat's fairly new to me, so I haven't had a ton of time in it, but I mean I've ran it pretty good, fished a few tournaments out of it, and I mean it's powered me all day long. And then I also have a Humminbird Helix 10, the mega side imaging. These big fish finders draw a lot of juice, and I'm running a 50 amp with that, and I mean it'll last me a few days. So for these multiple day tournaments, I don't have to stress on recharging the batteries every night. I can just kind of go with it, leave it in the boat, and be ready to go. And the next morning, don't have to worry about carrying them in and out of the house to charge them
Well,
up.
Casey, let me tell you a little bit about the boat that you're in, because a lot of people may not even realize this line of Old Towns was just released just before the Classic at the first ever Bass Nation Kayak Series event over on Logan Martin just a couple weeks back. I mean, it feels like a lifetime ago with everything that's going on across the country and across the globe right now. But Casey, tell us about this line of boats and why Old Town has really come in swinging hard with this new line.
Oh man, this Sportsman Autopilot, I got the 136. It's unbelievable how much space there is in it. I mean, I have a huge deck. I can walk up front. I mean, I can take 2 or 3 steps up front. I got a huge tank well in the back. Normally I've run one crate, one of the longer milk crates, and I'm able to fit 2 sideways in here. Put a lot more rod holders, just a lot more space. It's very well thought out, and the motor, I mean, Dakota is top of the line stuff. This thing's a 45-pound thrust. It'll really get you going where you need to go. The way they designed the motor into the kayak is just great. I mean, I got a pull cord right here. I can raise and lower it out, so if I get into the shallows, I can pull it up. If I run into some rocks or a stump or something, it's just designed to pop right up. The kill switch is engaged when it pops up, and then all you got to do is reset it, and then you're on your way again. It's just it's unbelievable how thought out this boat.
Love it, guys. Love it. They really did. They impressed me a lot. Obviously, I make no exception. Everybody knows I'm a proud bona fide guy. I love my boat, but I'm a fan of this sport. I'm a fan of this community, and Old Town has really stepped up the game hard and come in really aggressively. Guys, let me shift your attention right now to the screen, the comment section. YakAttack has thrown up trivia question number 3 of 4. This trivia question is worth a $50 YakAttack gift card. How many years did YakAttack make the Inc. 5000 list for the fastest growing privately owned USA company? Guys, that's a question that I don't even know that I have the answer to. So you guys make sure that y'all jump in the comment section, throw up the hashtag YakAttack, and drop your answer in there. That is the 3rd trivia question. We've got one more to go for this live FishUSA 5 Live presented by Cashion Rods. We're giving away stuff left and right. Make sure you guys didn't miss the Powerball giveaway opportunity earlier. If you did, make sure you go back in and check that out. But I'll touch base on that real quick. What we're doing with the Powerball Big Fish Pick'em Challenge is, if you haven't done so already, in the comment section, drop in your guess for the biggest fish caught overall. And you're going to use hashtag Powerpoll. Give us the number of inches of what the biggest fish you think caught today is going to be, and then tag that angler that you believe is going to catch it. And we will go through those entries tomorrow and randomly select a winner that most closely correctly picks the Powerpoll Pick'em Big Bass of the day. So super interesting stuff there, guys. Make sure that if you haven't done so already, you guys go over to Westbrook Supply Co on Facebook and drop in. We're going to shut that down here in about another 20 minutes where you guys can pick the angler that is going to win this thing and total number of inches. Guys, we are a little bit less than an hour left. 54 minutes, as a matter of fact, with the timer on the wall behind me, counting down these 5 anglers to get their 5 fish live in an inaugural first of its kind event right here, guys. Make sure you guys are sharing this thing up, getting the word out. Let everybody know that we are getting ready to give somebody $1,000 check here in the next hour and a half before we close this thing out at noon. So super, super cool to see this thing play out. You guys drop in the comment section and let us know where you guys are watching from and what's going on. FishUSA got my bag. Love that right there. Drop it in that Bonafide. You guys know I'm proud of my Bonafide SS127. I'm also a big fan. I think folks sleep on it, but I'm a big fan of that EX123. That's my grab and go boat. I have one that's a bare bones, throw it in the back of the truck and go hit the creek for 2 hours whenever I'm tired of sitting here figuring out how to impress you guys live. That's my grab and go boat that I throw in the back of the truck. It's something I grab with Timmons or Brad or so many other of us to just go get in the water and do some fishing. It's a phenomenal platform for that. Looks like we've got Darren Brundle and Jamie Broad down here in the green room. Josh Stewart taking a look around. Looks like Josh is running a shaky head or some type of something weightless. If I had to say, looks like he's running the tip of that Cashion rod real slow. I'm going to bring Jody Queen down to the green room and bring Josh Stewart up here and see what we got going on as you guys are keeping live here tabs on Casey Reed as well. It's just phenomenal to kind of see this thing play out. Josh, can you hear us this morning?
Yes, sir.
Good deal, man. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling all right. Still got an hour left.
That's right. Got an update on Derek's.
You never know, one of these Tennessee River Giants is going to bite this thing.
I got you. Well, right now, Derek Brundle, no pressure for any of you 5 guys listening, but right now, Derek Brundle is sitting at 84.5 inches for his best 5 fish of the morning.
Sweet.
A little over an hour, and Derek is 84 inches in. That is quite impressive indeed. Casey, I'm going to slide you back to the green room real quick here, brother, and we're gonna go check in on Jamie Broad and see what Jamie's got going on and what baits Jamie's throwing, how his head is. Jamie, can you hear us?
Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm here. Covering trees.
No, you're sitting down on Caddo Lake, man. I'm assuming lots of cypress knees. If it looks anything like it did a year ago, every square inch of where you're at right now looks like it's got a bass waiting on in there, doesn't it?
It does, and that's it. There's that lockjaw today. Man, I've gotten 3 in the boat, 1 that was measurable. That's it. So I thought I was about to get another one.
Now, Jamie, I've got you and Josh both. As long as both of you guys can hear me, an hour into this, are you second guessing any of your strategy in this first event? Jamie, I want you to answer first if you can.
No, I know this area has fish, and yesterday I came out and pre-fished here for a little bit and did set the hook on it, but they were about on every other tree. That's why I'm kind of surprised it slowed down as much as it has today.
I got you.
So,
I got you. Josh, an hour in, man, from strategy of setting this up in this first event. I mean, we did our best to communicate. It looks like he's setting the hook now. I'll give him a minute.
Just seen a fish on the bed.
Josh,
you're going to lose it before you get it in the boat.
Oh, Jamie talking crap live, guys. I'm just going to sit back and watch this. Josh Stewart has went for the net and looks like success at getting that fish to the boat. Quite impressive. I don't know if you guys saw how deadly he was with that Cashion rod in his hand and that accurate toss he made with that Cinco. Josh, what do you got tied on there?
The old wacky rig, Cinco.
And you made that cast into that bed?
Yep.
You guys see?
Made it. I thought she was on bed. Maybe she's not. There's a bunch of beds back here. She's about 17.
I got you. Well, go get that fish measured, man.
All right.
Looks like Jamie Broad is hooked up as well. Jamie, are you hooked up right now?
No.
Oh, I got you.
Trying to get through these trees. Trees and grass everywhere.
Trees and grass everywhere. Meanwhile, Darren Brundle is showing us another fish. I tell you what, guys, I don't want our audience to think he's showing it up over his shoulder as he goes down to measure another fish. Let me just level this out for you guys. Look, I wasn't sure when we decided to do this type of event that we would even get 5 fish caught on camera. Obviously, these guys, Derek Brundle taking the lead and taking the charge, is proving that theory wrong. However, I don't want you guys to think at home that just how easy it is to run out and do this. This is a very competitive sport. The added pressure cooker of broadcasting and doing this in a 2-hour shootout. Most of the time, these guys don't have to worry about me running my mouth over the shoulder, much less broadcasting and much less having an 8-hour tournament day to put together 5 fish. All of that stuff has changed in this game with the first ever FishUSA 5 live shootout presented by Cashion Rods. What a pressure cooker these guys are in right now. And guys, I'm loving it. I hope you guys at home are getting the same type of entertainment value I am, because this is incredible to sit back and watch here. Derek Brundle, man, how are you feeling?
Feeling good. That was another upgrade. A chunky fish right there.
That's healthy, man. Look at the color on that fish up there.
That was like the 3rd one in a row. See if I can get another one.
Guys, we're just going to sit back right here for just a minute and watch Derek Brundle. Derek, are you still working that jerkbait? We're going to give him just another second there. Jamie Broad is on live with us right now as well. Looks like he set the hook. Tried to set the hook, maybe. Jamie, talk to us. Tell us what's going on.
I had one just smack it on a tree. So let's see if she'll hit it again. I bet she will. I'm throwing a little finesse worm out here, and sometimes they'll hit it really hard, but like that one, she just hit the back end of it. Oh, come on.
Ketch's very own Jamie Broad down on Lake Caddo in Louisiana. As we see NuCanoe's Derek Brundle, looks like he's setting the hook again. Derek, I'm going to give you some audio back. Derek, tell us what's going on, brother.
I think this is a big one. Just throwing that jerkbait.
Derek, I want to know how much it costs to go fish there, man. That place is crazy.
Jamie Broad off screen right now. I don't know if you guys heard that, but Jamie Broad talking crap from Texas, talking about ask Derek Brundle how much it costs to go fish there. The jokes are coming, guys. Frustration seems to be setting in. Derek Brundle, you're on live with us, man. What do you got? Oh, he's kicking it. He was hiding that fish. He is hiding that fish. He did not want us to see that one, guys. So he'll get that over to us here in just a second. Oh, maybe he's jumping back in. Derek, do you have us now? See if we can bring Derek back in just a second.
Yeah, I want to see how big it is myself.
Derek, tell us a little bit about what you got right now. Nope, he's having trouble getting a hearing on his connection. I can see the fish in his hand, but I think he's lagging on us a little bit there. But he'll get a picture up and get that sent in. But that does look like a mouth on that fish. So that will be interesting to see for sure. Tell you what, old NuCanoe's Brundle is just putting on a clinic down there right now, man. Super impressive to see. We're gonna sneak in here on Jody Queen as he runs that Hobie PA14 all across the water up there in Virginia, slinging them rods. Just looking for that next hook set is Mr. Jody Queen right down here on the other side of Mr. Jamie Broad. Derek is kicking in and out on us here, trying some different things, which you guys don't see off camera right now, which we are able to see. is Mr. Casey Reed, kind of taking his time, focused here on what he's doing. And Josh Stewart is standing up. It looks like he's looking at beds left and right, kind of dialing in that finesse technique, looking for that next hook set. Darren Brundle looking for a connection right now. It looks like he's tried to jump in and out of the live feed here 2 or 3 times. So we'll see ultimately what happens with that. YakAttack here with a little bit of time left to go on the clock here is jumping in with YakAttack's trivia question. 4 of 4, guys. This is for a $50 gift card. What was the name of the first ever YakAttack product back in 2009? You guys can hashtag YakAttack and drop your answer in the comment section right now. If you haven't done so already, scroll back through the comment section while you're watching with us and answer all of YakAttack's questions. They will randomly select the correct winners tomorrow for 4 of 4 for your opportunity at a $50 gift card from YakAttack. Want to thank them for being a part of what they're doing with us here today. But what a phenomenal question. Timmons, do you know the answer to that? Don't say it, but do you know the answer of what their first product was?
Yeah.
I mean, you can speak, but yeah.
I know exactly what it is.
Okay, Timmons says he knows what it is, guys. Do you guys at home know what it is? I know what the product is, but obviously, we have the opportunity of working with these guys quite often. So make sure y'all drop in that hashtag and drop in what product that was. It's your opportunity to win a $50 gift card. We're seeing the comments start to flow in right now. Guys, I mean, it's just been phenomenal to kind of see what's going on in this community here. I don't know if anybody wants anything from the peanut gallery, but Jamie Broad, if you can hear me, one of the original hammers himself, Mr. Corey Dreyer, is tagging you, and he says, Jamie, change up the color, bro. I don't is that some secret sauce, or do you want to tell us about what Corey's talking about?
I know what he's talking about. But, yeah, this bait out here is ridiculous. Cody Milton calls it the wing dinger. He came up with his own name for it. But
wing dinger, and this is
I don't know. That's a Cody thing.
This is a top secret bait, or is this something you can talk to us about?
It's not really top secret.
There's nobody watching, Jamie. This is just me and you. Don't worry about these thousands of people at home watching right now.
Yeah, that's it. And the guy that taught me about this bait out here, it's very secretive. But I mean, I'll be honest, it's a Lake Fork ring fry. But I ain't gonna say what the additive is. There's a little add-on to it. But the bait, it floats. Most people use it for Carolina rigs. But out here, if you throw it on like a little 16th ounce weight, it drops real slow at the trees.
I got you. That makes sense.
And they hate it. So usually that's what came out to this area a couple weeks ago for just a little local event, and I threw up 30 fish and had 80 something inches. And it was I think it was a 4. It was a shorter event as well. But yeah, I think this little cold front that came through got them on lockjaw. Even last night they were biting better.
I got you. You guys see Jody Queen on the other side here with Jamie. Jody, man, we're cutting your mic back on right now. Jody, man, how are you feeling? You're about 40 minutes left in this 2-hour pressure cooker. Where's your head at right now, Queen? Not sure that Jody can hear me. Jody, can you hear me? You may not have where you can have that. Obviously, you guys can see Jody working that Hobie 360 as he makes his way around the body of water that he's on up there in Burkesville, Virginia. Most folks reference it as Hicks Lake. Jody, can you hear us? He's not able to hear us there. I'm actually going to kick Jody and see if we can bring him back in so we can do an interview with him here in just a few seconds. Josh Stewart has got us a different angle up right now. I'm not so sure what Josh has got us looking at, but I'm going to let Josh tell us a little bit. Jamie, I'm going to slide you to the green room, and I'm going to reach over to Casey Reed and throw him 3-2. I'm not going to have you repeat what I think I just heard from you, Josh. So we'll just leave that one in there for those that caught that live. I'm just going to leave that alone. How are you feeling right now, Josh?
I'm feeling all right. Still got 40 minutes to go, right?
Yep. Casey Reed, man, we're checking in on you. I'm giving you your mic back right now. How are you feeling, Casey?
I'm feeling all right, man. I just moved spots, got to a different spot, and there's fish here. I just caught one. It was a small one. It didn't measure. But I know there's going to be some big ones around, so I'm just going to keep trying and see. I got another spot. It's about 50 yards down, so I'm going to go hit that in a minute if I don't catch a decent one here in a second. So I'll probably just switch back and forth between these spots and just hope some big ones roll through. There's fish here. I wish I could show you my screen right now. It's loaded with them. But.
Well, now you run that hummingbird, and I mean you really. I talk about this a lot when we did your interview for the 10 competition this year, Casey. I don't know if you like it when I say it, but dude, I think you're probably the most cerebral guy in our game right now. And I mean, you're a guy who really stays focused and stays dialed in. How much do you rely on your electronics, Casey?
I mean, almost completely. I mean, depending on the time of year, but I mean, right now, I mean, I'm completely relying on them. I'm seeing fish swim by, swim underneath me. You know, that first fish I caught was off of a brush pile that I found on my side imaging, and was able to sit right next to it and just know exactly where I'm casting to be able to hit it right on every time.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Guys, if you guys are just tuning in or you haven't done so already, let me ask you guys to do this right now. It looks like we got right around 200 of you guys watching live right now. Go in right now. I don't care if you've already done it. Smash that share button and let everybody know who you're pulling for. Tag a company, tag 2 friends, guys. We're less than 40 minutes to go here in competition of the inaugural FishUSA 5 Live presented by Cashion Rods. Somebody's going to get $1,000 richer at the end of this event. And guys, quite frankly, we're having a lot of fun. This is more exciting than just about any other live sports going on in the world right now. You know why? Because there is no other live sports going on in the world right now. So this is a great thing to be watching. Make sure you guys are tuned in. Make sure y'all smash that share button. Support these guys and these companies that are giving these guys an opportunity to bring some entertainment right here to your palm, your television, your laptop, your cell phone, whatever tablet you're watching from. We want to thank you guys for doing that and tuning in. We've got about 40 minutes left to go. And as the sun's coming up with some of these guys and we see these temperatures rise a little bit, maybe we'll start seeing things heat up a little bit more. Casey, I'm going to come back to you here in just a few minutes, brother, all right? We're going to do the same thing with Josh Stewart. I'm going to slide Josh down to the green room right now. Guys, what I want to do right now is I actually want to show you guys Derek Brundle's last fish submission. And I'm actually going to see if I can find Brundle. Brundle's not on right now live, but let me show you guys. This is Brundle's last fish photo submission. Let me walk you guys through how this system kind of works. If you guys are unfamiliar with Ketch photo release and how we do this in this community. So right here is Brundle's latest fish submission. And as you guys can see, he's got his catch board on the back end of his NuCanoe. And this fish here is measuring, it looks to me unofficially to be about 17 and a half, maybe 17 and 3/4. I'll let Amanda Brandon, the judge, clarify that. But you guys see up above him there, he's got his identifiers lined up. And what he's got there is with that 5 live, that is our identifier for the day with the 75X. I gave those guys those random numbers to drop in that identifier about 5:30 this morning. And these guys were able to do that. He's also got over his kayak bass fishing KBF Pro Tour real treat fishing identifier with all of his state tournaments. So right now, Derek Brundle is actually fishing multiple events. He's running some state tournaments up in Massachusetts. The challenge series, we call these guys. Every month, KBF runs a 3-week challenge series. So if you're sitting at home and you're wondering, how can I get into this? How can we do this? I don't want to go out and fish live right now. You can't even, because we can't have, groups of giant numbers of people. this is a way, just like these 5 guys right here, as we see Casey Reed hook up in the comments down here below. You guys can see, get into this and realize that you can do this social distancing. You can go out with just one friend or even by yourself and go out and fish some online tournaments. And what a great way to take your time, fish your waters, and be able to, to fully understand catch, photo, release, and how this stuff works. So, there's a lot of opportunity to get out here and fish and to start getting into this sport. All of these guys, as well as myself, are obviously super passionate about this community and about what we have going on. And the challenge series is just a great way to get out and do that. As we check back in here right now with Casey Reed below me and Josh just on the other side of him. Josh, man, what are you still looking at beds right now?
I'm just looking for shallow fish.
Josh is looking for lake jack right now.
There's both all up down here this morning, so I'm pretty thirsty right now.
You said you got a bunch of boats around you, Josh?
I said there was a bunch of boats on this bank this morning. I got here, so a lot of these fish are they're easily spooked. Got my fish binder off. Try to cut down on the noise level.
Is that Stewart? Yes. I got you. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that here. We've got I got Stewart's biggest fish here on the board. I'm going to see if I can bring that up here on the screen. Let me download the image here and get it up here on the screen and see if we can show you guys this pretty fish here. Let me see if I can get. By all typical definitions of what you would normally reference as a giant, Josh, I feel like this isn't exactly the giant that you were looking for this morning. But for what we got going on right now with this pressure cooker, this is a good fish for you, right? It's a good fish for any of us.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, do you feel like this was a harder event, a harder shootout than what you originally anticipated?
This is basically what I figured it was going to be. I knew it was going to be hard to get 5 fish in the boat. I think that's the biggest challenge. But I think I'll be able to do that. I got 4 right now. Just need a big fish, and there's plenty of big fish out here on the Tennessee River. Just got to find them.
Well, Josh, you were sitting right now at 74 1/4. I believe that's second place, and we've got your biggest fish up on the board right now. And you said Timmons, that is what, a 16? That's a 16 3/4. And what a great looking fish there in the bottom of your Jackson. Tell us a little bit about that Jackson that you're in, Josh, and why that's the rig for you.
I'm in the Jackson Big Rig pedal drive. Before this, I had a paddle yak, and it wasn't nearly as stable as this. I can stand up on this cooler in this one, and it's so stable. I don't even worry about falling over.
Love it, man. Absolutely love it.
I have replaced the seat with the cooler, and I really am digging the cooler seat, though, because just how much higher you sit up off the water.
Oh, yeah? Got the old cooler instead of the seat. I like that.
Yeah, so Ron cooler it has a back, too. See it? If you can see. Can you see that?
We can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got the Orion sitting in the bottom of the Jackson with a back on it, and it just gives you a little bit more sight distance, right?
I can lean back too, and my legs are out straighter,
Love it. Well, now your Jackson teammate, Miss Jean Wilson, the Queen, as we all referenced her as. No offense to Jody Queen, obviously, but she's in the comment section right now, Josh, and says, "Josh, you need to sing to those girls to calm them down. Polly, Wally, Doodle all the day." Josh, you want to give us a verse?
I don't know. She's obviously never heard me sing, so I'll do you guys at home a favor and not do that.
I got you, man. I got you. I like it. Casey, man, can you hear us? How are you feeling?
Man, I'm struggling right now, man. These small fish are killing me right now.
I got you.
Like I said, man, I'm gonna sit here. There's big fish in here, man. There's big fish all around. So
I'll
I'm
have
just
him,
hoping.
ask him to try to chime back in. I'll have him at all.
They start biting as soon as the tournament's over.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
As
that's
soon
all
as
right.
as soon as the clock winds down in about less than 30 minutes at this point, 29 minutes away in a few seconds. You know, that's going to be one of those things, right? Like it's that added expense, it's that added pressure cooker of you know, if you got to do it in 30 minutes.
30
Oh
minutes
yeah,
goes by quick.
yeah, man. It definitely makes it tough. And, mentally.
Well, we
Like I said,
got Stormy in the comments referencing Josh Stewart. He says, Josh, you ain't got time for that. Get to fishing.
Stormy's more stressed out than I am right now.
I tell you what, Stormy, you know, Stormy's reference yesterday. Obviously, if you guys at home don't know who Stormy is, Stormy is kind of the godfather for Dakota Lithium, and he's got 4 of these guys as we alluded to earlier, and so he's kind of come up with the motto right now of everybody but Brundle. But I tell you what, Brundle's putting the hook in the fish's mouth and ripping them out of the water left and right. So. Stormy, man,
So what you're saying is it's Stormy's fault if we all get beat by Brundle.
I did not say that, but I'll happily let you say that, Josh Stewart.
That was his self-fulfilling prophecy there.
Yep, I do feel like Stormy has got no fingernails left right now sitting watching this. So I think it's very interesting to kind of see this thing play out. Everett Park, man, thank you for the shout out there. He says, love this stuff. He says, this live is the truth. Loving the format, Scott. Thank you so much, Everett Park. If you guys aren't familiar who Everett is is a huge component over at NuCanoe and an all-around great guy. Casey, I'm going to slide you back down, brother, to the green room, and I'm going to go see if I can find Jody Queen and see if we can get mean lean Jody Queen. Jody, what's going on, brother? How are you? I don't know that Jody can hear us. I'm going to slide Jody out and see if we can bring him right back up here real quick. Let's see if we can check in on Jamie Broad real fast. Jamie, man, how are you feeling right now?
Struggling. This time limit, and you got to cram. I mean, you don't have time to do anything.
No, bro. Every minute matters. It's. I mean, you're talking about 120 minutes. It's how many casts can you get in 120 minutes, right?
Yeah, and I think that's the funnest part of it.
Well, Jamie, man, as a guy who is now 30 minutes away from successfully being one of the first 5 guys to compete in this format, I want to challenge you off of the dome right now to do some name dropping and tell me some guys that you would like to see in this pressure cooker and see in a format like this.
Well, like Corey Dreyer, I'm on here definitely. Cody, Russ, Eric Siddiqui would be a good one. Mel Ash, and Brad Case. You pick it when it warms up a little bit. He'll put a clinic on with that frog in about 30 minutes.
Brad, I think all of those names are. You definitely went for the jugular there with some names. Josh Stewart, you got any to add to that list off the top of your head that you?
I mean, that was a pretty good list. That was a good. Let me think. I don't know. Like to see the kid on here, you know.
Oh, the old Fuqua. As we see Jamie Broad throw his hands up with his hands behind his head and quite honestly censor himself as he knows he's on live camera right now. Jamie, where'd you head at?
I'm going right back in the same hole it was. See, that was a big one. Yeah.
Oh, that makes you want to not talk internet appropriate communication, right?
It was real hard to hold that one back.
See if you can get Brundle.
I'm keeping the filter on today. Oh, man, that was a good fish.
Oh, shut his phone down and reboot completely. Oh, looks like he's trying right there. Jamie has done kick sideways on us. Brundle back in the green room right now. Brundle, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up in the camera there if you hear me, Brundle. Brundle's working for connection on that body of water he's on up there right now, guys. So lots of moving parts, lots of things going on here as we chime in. You guys can see the clock behind me over my shoulder here, kicking down second by second. These guys are not only racing each other, but they're racing this clock, which I think is the biggest competitor of the day, with less than 24 minutes left to go in this first ever FishUSA 5 Live Shootout presented by Cashion Rods. Derek Brundle back in the comment section down here in the green room. Derek, can you hear us now?
Delete the app. Come back on. It's up now, though.
Well, we got you now, man. I mean, tell us a little bit about this format and kind of where your head's at, bro.
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. This is fun. This is absolutely fun. You still got me?
Yeah, I got you. You're good, man. Rolling. Camera's yours. Roll.
All right, let me clean you guys up here. Yeah, no, man, this is a blast. I'm having a blast. I had to run way back up to the end of the pond over here because I don't know if I went down there and I got disconnected or what. But anybody catch any good fish while I was gone?
There's been a couple, man. I don't think we've seen a change in the leaderboard as far as first place where you're sitting at right now.
Here we go.
As it looks like you set the hook again, almost on command, no less.
I am literally in the middle of nowhere right here. I don't even know why this fish is out here.
NuCanoe's own Darren Brundle just making it look easy, guys.
I gotta check and see what my smallest is, but I don't think that's gonna make it.
No. Interesting to see this thing play out, guys. Utterly incredible. Guys, let me tell you guys a little bit about Derek Brundle right now bending down there to get to his catch board. Let me tell you guys a little bit about Ketch. Ketch is a phenomenal company. Obviously, they brought in Jamie Broad. The Cato Dragon is being brought to you by Ketch Products, makers of the most accurate and durable bump boards in the fishing world today. You can now customize your catch board and plug your sponsors, rep your club, or just show your own personal style. Don't be flexible when it comes to quality. Trust the gold standard in tournament measurement devices. Ketch Products, uncompromisingly made in America. Guys, Ketch Products, if you guys have not noticed, all 5 of these guys are using that Ketch board. It's kind of becoming the gold standard, or not becoming, it is the gold standard in our Ketch photo release community. And so if you haven't done so already, make sure you guys get out and do one. It's just a great product. It's something you definitely need to have with you. Most of us own multiples of them, and I'm loving that feature to be able to go in and drop in your own markings. As you guys can see here on the back fence of mine, I have the Westbrook Supply Co triangle, and on the side facing fence, we have the Westbrook Supply Co paddle blades. If you guys can customize this, a lot of guys are putting their name on the top of that fence there, but you guys can go over to Ketch Products and check those out. I'm sure that Duke or Ketch or any of these guys will be happy to answer any questions you guys have. Phenomenal stuff. Brundle, is that another one in the boat for you right now?
That was a pickerel.
Wrong species, man. Wrong species.
Yeah, he just wanted his picture taken.
He didn't want his picture taken. Utterly impressive. Rachel Dickerson getting in the comments there said she needs one of those. Rachel, are you referencing the pickerel that Brundle just threw back, or are you representing the catch board we were talking about? Rob in the comments.
I hope it's the catch board.
Yeah, right. Now, Brundle, man, I know there's a big man in the comments down here. Rob. Tell us a little bit about Rob and his ever-ending, non-ending support for you and what you're doing in this community.
Yeah, man, Rob's my boy. Rob Paganano. We met a little over a year ago at a fishing show, and we became buddies, real good friends after that. We started though. Last year we set out traveling the country, fishing KBF tournaments all over, and he's just a super good dude. I mean, I know we talked about somebody we wanted to fight the other day in one of the shows, but you know, I said Rob right away. But I mean, I was only playing. I love the dude. He's an animal though. He's like 6'2", like 320 something. Definitely not somebody you want to tangle with, but super nice guy. One of my best buddies, and one hell of a country musician. If y'all don't know, Rob, check out Rob Pagnano Music. Killer musician. Has been doing it a long time. Does it professionally. It's what he does. Fishes for fun. Fishes for, you know, competitively, but excellent entertainer and one of my best buddies.
Say what, it's just amazing to see that kind of friendship and that kind of camaraderie. It's what brings me back to this community time and time again. It's just that brotherhood and that community on the water and off. It's just you know, it's really cool to kind of see that friendship. And you know, you talk about the size of Rob. I tell you what, you know, God seems to find a way to put the right hearts in the guys' chests that are that big to kind of fill up that space, right? And Rob's just one of those guys that proves that time and time
again. Absolutely. I mean, that dude's got one of the biggest hearts of anybody that I know, and he's not afraid to show it. Does a lot for people in the community. Does a lot for people in his family, his friends. Great guy all around. Absolutely.
Casey Reed, I'm going to cut back to your mic. Casey, can you hear us right now?
Yeah, I can hear
good
you.
Deal, man. Looks like you're standing up there in that Old Town. Are you in the seat again?
No, I'm not in the seat right now, but dude, catching a bunch of fish.
I was gonna say, I saw you.
No size.
Right before we pulled your video back up. It looks like you're setting the hook now. We saw you down in the green room setting the hook on a fish there. As we can see, Jamie Broad, Josh Stewart, and Jody Queen all down here in the green room right now doing a little bit of searching. Everybody's looking for those fish as we're rapidly racing the clock. A little bit under 17 minutes before line's out, and Brundle showing the wrong species over there. Brundle, man, that lake's got everything in it, right? If you pull a catfish out, I'm gonna have some questions.
Well, you saw the big.
Let's see if we can bring in Jody Queen over here and see what he's got going on. Jody, can you hear us this morning?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, good deal. We got you a little bit sideways, but we'll take it right now. Good audio. Jody, tell us about what's going on right now, man. How you're feeling?
Well, I think my holes have been pounded all morning. I've had about 3 or 4 boats come out of this one and 3 or 4 boats come out of my other hole, and I'm just running and trying to find something, man. But
I got you.
Old Derek's on him, man. Congratulations to him, man. If he can hear me, he's got a nice spot up there. Man needs a good boat whooping every now and then, you know, keep him honest.
Well, now, Jody, I mean, Jody, you've been in doing this a long time, and I value your opinion, so that's why I'm going to ask this question. But do you think this time format of this 9 a.m. launch, do you think that's affected a little bit of your waters this morning?
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. The bites have been coming on here at about 3 in the afternoon. I had 90-some inches in about 2.5 hours yesterday in this spot right here. But, you know, that's just the way it is. You got to roll with the punches and go with what you got, you know.
Yeah. Love it, man.
I've caught a few fish here that didn't measure, and I had one get off on me and got one on the board. But, you know, I mean, that's the way it goes, dude, you know. I'm just glad to be out here, man. I hope, you know, this thing takes off. I hope the viewers have really enjoyed, you know, this first time ever type of tournament. And man, I'd like to see this, you know, get blown completely out of the realm of man.
Well, we've definitely got some hurdles to kind of go through is what we're seeing, Jody. But man, I like the idea of being able to move this around. With this being only a 3-hour broadcast inside of with a 2-hour tournament inside of it, I think there's opportunity to do multiples of these a day, to do things with big boats, with kayaks, with different guys, different sets. To do a young guns. I'd love to see a ladies competition. I'd love to see some of the ladies and the guys go after each other. I'd love to see some of the big boats and the kayaks go head on to one another. So I mean, Jody, I mean, we've talked about this on and off now for the last 6 days. But I mean, what would you like to see come out of this type of format, Jody?
Oh, I tell you, man, I'd like to see, like you said, get a couple of the pros in here to get in on some of this, and I'd like to see, maybe a little bit longer format. Like you say, we'll be working on that stuff.
Yep.
I think that there's a lot of, it could go as far as 3 or 4 formats running at the same time.
Yeah. Well, if you guys missed it, y'all just saw Darren Brundle bending down to measure another fish. We're going to slide him back down to the green room. I actually want to go kick in with Jamie Broad right now and kind of pick on Jamie's head a little bit. Jamie, you're on live right here with me and Jody Queen, man. Tell me a little bit about where your head's at and how you're feeling.
Oh, I'm just happy to be out here, and this is a fun event. So, like Jody was saying earlier, it's like, last night I came out here and it was just one after another, and to get out of the house, I've been cooped up for the last 2 weeks. So, yes, definitely want to get another shot at this one.
I got you. Jody, if you can still hear me, man, we made reference and I picked Jamie's professional opinions earlier as well as Josh Stewart. But I mean, Jody, can you name a couple of kayak hammers that you'd like to see in this format?
That's all kayak. I'd love to see Corey Dreyer, number 1, man. I'd love to see him go. Russ Snyder's and. There's so many hammers, man, in this right now. When we first started out, there were some good guys in it, but as it grew, the talent grew, and I think there's just so many good sticks out there that anybody would like to see,
Very interesting. Very interesting to kind of see this format play out. Like we referenced to earlier, I don't think this is going to be the last event that we do. We're looking to do some new things and some exciting things. And guys, I think the biggest thing here, the takeaway that I kind of knew was coming, is just the sheer fact that you're not just competing against 4 other anglers here, but the biggest thing that you are competing against here is Father Time. As that clock ticks down over my shoulder here, with a little bit over 11 minutes left to go in this 2-hour shootout, time is not on your side here, guys. Every cast counts, and I think it's just been impeccable to see how these guys kind of face these conditions and what they're doing. So, I'm excited to see more of this kind of come through. I'm excited to see the technology change. Obviously right now with the YakAttack PANFISH PRO view that we're doing, quite frankly, guys, we're doing this all right now off of these guys' cell phones and some high-end data packages. But on the flip side of that, I think there's room for this technology to grow. There is definitely some wheelhouses to where, as we prove that there's an audience to consume this type of event, that we're going to be able to see bring more money into this to the point to where we can make this production a better quality. We can put better cameras with direct streams and direct URLs in to where we're piping in, much better quality footage. Obviously, for what we're doing right now, we built this in 6 days, and a big thank you to all of the anglers and the list of sponsors that has kind of helped us throw this thing together to get this thing rolling this morning. As we wanted to just bring you guys some entertainment, bring you guys something fun to kind of do and something to take your attention off of what kind of what's going on in the community and in the world right now, and just kind of a little bit of normalcy, a little bit of getting out on the water, doing some fishing, and hanging out with some friends. And guys, quite honestly, I hope that we've done that. I feel like we have. And we've still got a little bit more time on the clock as these guys race the clock and race to catch up with Darren Brundle, who has just been on a warpath since his first cast this morning. His second cast was his first fish. He limited 5 in the first 10 minutes and has not slowed down since. It's been incredible to watch unfold right here in front of us as we see the cool, calm, never disrupted Josh Stewart just kind of sit back there in the back of that Jackson on his Orion cooler and kind of motor around the lake here, looking for his next spot to pick apart. Utterly impressive to kind of see here. It looks like we've got Casey Reed throwing another fish on the old catch board right now. We're going to bring you guys that coverage right this second. We're going to pull up Casey Reed here measuring a fish. You guys excuse the pixelated live view here from the Panfish YakAttack PANFISH PRO camera mount. But right now, this is Casey Reed with that catch board in his lap, doing a little photo shoot with what appears to be a largemouth bass. Casey is obviously being brought to you guys by Old Town. Meet the sportsmen that's turning heads. With options for power, pedal, and paddle, the Old Town Sportsman line is now available in retailers throughout the country. Leading the pack in the all-new Old Town Sportsman Autopilot, featuring a GPS-enabled 45-pound thrust Minn Kota motor with spot-lock technology, a wide-open deck, and a tournament-specific features like the bump board storage and 4 flush mount rod holders. Learn more. Visit oldtowncanoe.com/sportsman. Old Town has been a prime feature for Casey to get out on the water today and do some damage and put some fish on the board. And guys, we can't thank Old Town enough for jumping in here when they did this and jumping on board here to help us bring this production to you guys. So make sure that you guys check them out. What a great partnership opportunity they've been. And I know that Casey is proud to represent Old Town everywhere that he goes. What a fine competitor. What a great product and company they have. Casey, how are you feeling right now?
Dude, it's still possible, man. That was my third, I believe. I need 2 more. I mean, like I said, I'm just going for a limit right now. That one was, well, I don't know, 12, 13 or something like that. The fish are here. I'm getting bit on our cast, but the problem is they're all like 8
that
inches.
ain't gonna do. This is a 12-inch.
So I'm hoping we can get 2 more. Yeah, the 12-inch limit is killing me right now. Even though, I mean, this lake's known for big fish, and they're just not cooperating for me today. But like I said, I'm just going for a limit right now, trying to put 5 up.
No, absolutely. Brian Aliff in the comment section. Brian, man, what a great idea that is. A state-by-state shootout. That would be super, super cool to kind of see. We talked about it before, and as this format kind of grows, obviously right now we are a newborn baby with this being our first event. But we talked about having the idea of doing this like we see Casey Reed and Jody Queen right now on the same body of water up at Hicks Lake in Burkesville, Virginia. Doing this with 5 guys, once life gets back to some type of normalcy where we can take 5 or 6 guys on the same body of water and I can be in a production truck or up on the bank and we have that technology. And not only that, but then I feel like, guys, a popular thing that we do is bring you guys live drone coverage. And if we're all in one section like this in a smaller tournament format, shootout style like this, I feel like we would be able to do that, to be able to bring in, that drone and add some different layers to this. Guys, we're just getting started. It's been a lot of fun today. We're less than 6 minutes left of lines in action right now for this first event. But what a lot of fun it's been. And, definitely something that I think we're going to like to see more of. So you guys continue smashing that like, hitting that heart button as Casey Reed sets the hook on another little guy that doesn't look like it's going to measure. Casey, man, your dink drop percentage has gone up. You're going to have to make some moves here, man, with 6 minutes left to go.
Man, they're here, dude. I'm just, like I said, sometimes you just got to weed through the small ones, but this lake is a big fish lake, and they're all over the place. You can go down any bank and catch you an 8-pounder at any time. So I'm just going to keep grinding it out. If I'm catching fish, it's a good sign. I mean, I know they're small, but like I said, at any time that could turn into a
I got you.
6,
Well, we're
7,
just
8
bringing
pounder.
Jamie Broad back on, who's in Louisiana, down on Cotto Lake, and another place where every cast could be a could be a game changing bite. Jamie, man, what's your thoughts as we wrap up here, getting towards 5 minutes left in this inaugural event, man? Where's your head at?
Oh, swing for the fences right now.
Casey with a hook set again. Again, another what looks like another ding that he's going to drop back quickly and get that line back in the water. As everybody knows, you're not catching them unless that hook's in the water. So we got Josh Stewart down here in the green room. Looks like he's making a couple of moves, swinging that finesse, looking for another hookup. Darren Brundle is continuing to stand strong on top of his NuCanoe, swinging that jerkbait, man, that shoulder and elbow. I mean, in 2 hours today, I don't know how many casts he's made, but it's been quite a lot. He's put that jerkbait to work. I'm going to be asking him, regardless of how this thing plays out, to give me all the details of that jerkbait, as I'm going to be buying one from FishUSA.com. You can bet your butt on that. Jody Queen down here in the comment section pushing that Hobie 360 to the limits. Scounging water, covering water. It looks like he's back to the bladed jig with that Z-Man chatterbait. As Josh Stewart hooks up in the comment section, I'm going to slide Jamie Broad down and see if we can bring Josh Stewart back on the screen here real quick and get you guys to see what looks to be a little fish coming in Josh Stewart's Jackson. Josh, is that as little as it looks?
What are you talking about? This thing is giant.
As you guys can see, definitely keeping up the good senses of humor. Guys, this is what we talk about week in and week out on both my weigh-in show and Westbrook Wednesday, is this community, this group of anglers, male and female alike, all across the country. If you guys haven't found kayak fishing yet, and this is your inaugural induction into this community and this sport, I challenge you guys to go find your local clubs when life gets back to normal. Find all of our groups online. There we have got what we call the Big Three, which are the three big tournaments across the country. Obviously, kayak bass fishing, with all that they've done with their team there, with Cat Hoover at the helm, all they've done to grow and kind of build this community. Myself and I think all five of the competitors right now, as we see Brundle with a tank in the green room here. Let me bring him up here on screen. But as you guys see this community kind of growing and us doing different things, that's a great looking fish, Brundle. Brundle, I got you muted right now, man, while we kind of go through this speech. But we've got just a phenomenal community around us here. As we clock down to just under 60, just under 2 minutes left to go. What Bass has done this year with the Bass Nation event, and then obviously what Hobie and the BOS events are doing across the country is giving these anglers an opportunity to fish major events almost every single weekend of the year. And, these guys are the right guys. These guys are taking times away from their family, away from their friends, and sacrificing. I mean, these guys are sleeping at boat ramps and eating peanut butter sandwiches day after day in order to chase this dream in these little plastic boats. Guys, if you guys can hear my voice, you guys are 40 seconds away from lines in, and we're going to calm everything down and do an angler by angler interview as we get our tallies together. You guys might have time for 2 more casts as we run down. 20 seconds left on the clock, guys. Oh, and I just messed up my timer here. But 15 seconds, guys, as we get ready for a countdown. You guys
need an extension. Need a mulligan.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, guys. That is the end of competition here, guys. Lines out all across the country. It is done. It is over. All of the fish have been caught. Lines out, gentlemen, all the way across the country. The first ever FishUSA 5 Live Shootout by Cashion Rods is a done deal. It's in the books. What a 2-hour powerhouse. I am going to slowly run through all 5 of these guys right now as we get final measurements from everybody. we're going to start here with Casey Reed and just kind of do a finalized interview here about where his head's at and what's going on. Casey, can you hear me, brother? It's going well, man. First things first, man. Thank you so much for being a part of this first event. I mean, how are you feeling? Where's your head at right now? After a 2-hour pressure cooker.
Man, I'm feeling good, man. It was, I knew I was gonna have a blast no matter what. So, I mean, that's what I did. I think, like I said earlier, decisions were gonna make a big part of how this day went. And I believe the first spot I went to was the wrong decision. I should have stuck right here. That's where I caught the majority of my fish, even though they didn't measure. But I think if I would have just started here in the morning, if they were biting like they were, I think I could have pulled out 5 that measured. But that's how it goes sometimes, man. That's tournament fishing for you. You can't catch them all the time.
Understand, man. Well, Casey, dude, this is gonna wrap up our show for you. Thank you so much. Thank you to Old Town. I'd like to roll out the red carpet, man. Take an opportunity now to thank any sponsors you want to. Give shouts out to family, friends, anybody that you need to. Here's your opportunity to say goodbye, Casey Reed.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Old Town. They made this possible for me today. They've been helping me out for a few years now, and they're awesome. They help me out anytime I need it. FishUSA, they're a huge help for me throughout the season, getting all the baits that I need, getting them in a timely manner. And then Dakota Lithium, I mean, they're powering me right now, so I couldn't do it without them either. And RS Nets, you didn't get to see me put this net in action today, but it definitely gets a lot of action, and it holds up for me well. So I'd like to thank them as well. And I thank you, Scott, for everything, and for having the opportunity to do this as well.
Casey, man, I love you like a brother, man. You're one of my favorite guys in the community. You're rapidly growing a fan base around you, and you're a phenomenal storyteller and a great heart on the water and off. Thank you so much, Casey Reed. Big thank you to Old Town. Casey, man, go. Are you going to spend the afternoon fishing?
Yeah, man, we're leaving. We still got plenty of daylight left.
I like it, man. I like it, dude. We'll send us some photos later on, man, and we'll get those in the blogs. There's been a ton of comment section. I challenge you and all five of the competitors to jump in the comments later on, answer questions, and give some love to everybody watching. But thank you so much, Casey Reed, man.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Scott. Take care, man.
All right, guys, that does it for Old Town's Casey Reed. Next up on the deck, we're going to see if we can reach out to the Dragon himself, Ketch's own Jamie Broad. We're going to bring him in right now for a final interview. Jamie, how are you feeling, brother?
I'm going to continue to fish. I got to put something in the boat today.
Right? Well, dude, so talk to me about when we first brought you this idea and I dropped it in your lap to now it's done, it's in the books. What's this 6-day whirlwind been like for you, Jamie Broad?
It's going into it, I figured it would be a lot easier than it actually was to put 5 fish in the boat in 2 hours. But I mean, honestly, it's a lot more difficult than people can actually imagine. Except for Derek, I mean, that place is ridiculous. I hope he gets a T-shirt with his day entry pass. So,
right.
But it's been a great opportunity, and thanks for inviting me into the first episode of it. I mean, I want to see how some of the other guys hold up with the 2-hour window.
It's different, bro. And there's a whole nother layer where you can see and communicate. You now have to be able to maintain camera connection and have someone in your ear the whole time. It's a different tournament format for sure, right?
It is, and it's really a lot of fun. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get to see more of these, and I get to be a spectator to see some of the other guys of how they work it out. But thanks for having me on. This has been a really fun event, and hope to get to do another one day.
Well, man, let me roll the red carpet out before you go, man. Obviously, Ketch put you up. Ketch does a phenomenal job with everything they do, but take an opportunity, man, to thank any sponsors that you want. Give any shout-outs to friends and family before we say goodbye to the Dragon.
Thanks, Duke, for everything you did. I really appreciate helping me out with this event. I mean, Duke's always been there for me, but Jackson Kayaks, I've got one of my new big rigs out today, and I absolutely love this boat. Stable platform. I mean, I've got my Torpedo on it, so I can cover distance, and then I've got my pedal drive, and as you can see, I've been paddling through all the trees. But YakAttack with all the gear, never lost. Dakota Lithium for powering me. So, and Tourney Tag. I mean, it's my sponsors. They take good care of me, so I'm very happy with that and appreciate everything they do. So,
Well, Jamie,
and
man.
the wife for letting me put up with this.
Well, Jamie, man, you're a hammer, dude. Thank you so much for taking part of this, man. Thanks for, I mean, as soon as I called you, you were, yes, I'm in. Tell me when and how. You didn't even care about the details. You just wanted an opportunity to go fish. Bro, I love you to death. So does the community. That's why you are who you are in the space. Keep grinding, keep chasing, and this won't be the last time we see you, brother. I promise you that. You know that.
Definitely. Thanks again, Scott.
Appreciate it, Jamie, man. We'll catch up with you a little bit later on. All right, guys, we're going to go see if we can catch in with Jody Queen right now. I'm going to kick his mic on and see if we can cut in here to Jody Queen and catch up on Cashion's own Jody Queen. Jody, brother, how are you, man? Can you hear us good? We may not have audio with Jody. I'll let that run just a second. I'm going to kick Jody to the curb and let him come right back in. Let's transfer down here and see if we can touch base with Josh Stewart. Josh, brother, let me know whether or not you can hear me. You are on live right now.
Yeah, you're clear.
All right, good deal.
I'm clear.
Well, man, we talked about it earlier in the broadcast, but you are Mr. Consistency. I believe you were able to put up 5 fish today. You ended the day with 74 1/4 inches. Not quite enough to keep up with the speed and the veracity of Mr. Darren Brundle a couple hours north of you. But, man, what a great day for you. How was this from the first time that we made contact 6 days ago to now? How did this play out, and what did you like? What did you not like about what went down today?
Well, obviously I didn't like the time because I'm used to, having more than 2 hours to catch 5 fish, but somehow managed to pull that off today. And, I'm not disappointed in myself. I feel like I did a good job and with what I had. So.
No, man, you should not be disappointed. As a matter of fact, the only thing in life you should be disappointed in is that mustache. But other than that, man, I think you're a class act on the water and off. You're an OG. You've been doing this a long time, man. You're on the grind. You obviously your girlfriend and mom being in the comment section. You've got support all over the place. You're one of the most dominant anglers. You're a guy that on every single leaderboard guys look for to see when you're when you're punching the clock and when you're coming up from behind, man. But dude, I mean, take an opportunity here. Thank sponsors, give shout outs, do what you need to do before we say goodbye.
Yeah, of course. I'd like to thank Dakota Lithium for being my main sponsor. Give a big shout out to old Stormy there because I know he's he has no fingernails left. He's been biting them all morning probably. And my and Jackson Kayak because these guys, they give me whatever. If I have a problem, they're always there. And the benefit of me being an hour away from the factory is a big plus too. All these American-made sponsors like Cashion Rods, YakAttack. It's just great to be a part of the family. And also, I'd like to thank Scott Shoewecker over at Hog Farmer Bait Company. I've been using these spunk shads here a lot. See all that action?
Yeah, dude, that's impressive.
Oh, yeah, I've been using these on the back of my as my chatterbait trailers, and they've been working really well. And they make smaller sizes too for drop shotting. And I was also put their smallest one the other day. I was actually catching crappie on it, on a little crappie jig.
Wow,
so
I got it.
You can put them on a swing head. I mean, they're very versatile baits.
Got it. Love it to death, man. Well, thank you so much, Josh, for taking part in this inaugural event, man. I told you earlier in the week, you first 5 guys were straight up. Y'all were going to be guinea pigs. You guys handle it with poise and class and confidence like the true professionals that you guys are. What a great opportunity for us to show, America what this sport is and how we're doing it. A bunch of new guys, I think, got an opportunity to see this sport firsthand. And, and dude, you're a class act, man, on the water and off. Thank you so much, Josh Stewart. This won't be the last time we see you. I'm ready to get life back to normal. I see you reading the comment section, bro. Jump in there when you get time later on tonight. I'm sure you're not getting off the water now. I know you very well. You're going to go fish the rest of the day before going in, right?
Possibly. I may go grab something to snack on, and what else? Stormy's so proud of me. So when are we going? When are we going live tomorrow? That's the real question.
Yeah, right. When are we doing this again? Right. Well, we're gonna announce that coming up soon. But Josh, man, just a class act, dude. I did not want to do this first event without you. You did not disappoint, man. You're phenomenal. I'm proud to call you a friend and a brother. And dude, just keep grinding away, man, and we'll catch up with you next time. Okay.
You as well, Scott. Keep doing what you're doing for the community, man. You're really putting us out there and getting our faces shown. I love it.
No, absolutely, man, absolutely. Before I let you go, since you're a proud Cashion guy now, I want to give our last shout out here to FishUSA and Cashion Rods as a thank you to those guys. Before we bring on Darren Brundle and have him walk us through our day, the best products are not found at every store, and that's why Cashion Rods and FishUSA are the perfect fit. Cashion lives by the tagline "Performance for Everybody," and are proudly handcrafted right here in the USA, as Josh alluded to earlier. And you can find, if you're ever in need of a new stick this season, look no further than Cashion Rods. They're available at FishUSA, America's tackle shop. Josh Stewart, thank you so much, brother. We appreciate your time.
All right, Scott, have a nice day.
There you go. There you go. All right, guys. And then, proudly coming out of the north in miserable conditions, NuCanoe's own Darren Brundle, 2 casts in, brought the first fish to the boat, never let off of the gas pedal, and throttled them all day long. Darren Brundle, the first ever FishUSA 5 Live Shootout champion, and now $1,000 richer. How are you feeling, brother? And congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I feel incredible, actually. Yesterday I got out and did a little bit of pre-fishing, but I was out with my buddy Matt, but it was blowing like 50. So it was ugly. It was pretty much kind of reckless, but I came up with the game plan where I was just going to come here because my other spots were definitely unfishable, too much wind. I knew I could catch him here. I knew I could catch a lot of them here. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go put on a show and catch as many bass as I can and hope that it holds up. One big key to the success today is the motor guide, the pinpoint GPS, the anchor mode. That has kept me on the spot. I haven't gone more than, 75 yards from my first cast. And, I probably caught 30 bass. I know you guys didn't see them all because I was in the green room holding them up, I've gotten perch, pickerel, all kinds of stuff. I actually missed one when you said 9 seconds. I set the hook, but I missed him. So, yeah, it's been incredible. This is an amazing format. As soon as you came to me with this, you know me, I was all in 100%. And I'll be honest, I've had trouble sleeping the last few days because I've been so excited for this. My wife probably hates me right now because I'm poking at her at 2 a.m. Where do you think I should go? You think I should go this place, that place? She's just like, you know what? Just stop. But no, thank you for all her support for sure. 2 hours, man. 2 hours to catch fish is a quick time limit. It puts the pressure on. My heart is still pounding from it. You can see my hand. I'm still shaking. And it's not because I'm freezing, because I am freezing. It's cold. But it's just the excitement of this and doing what we do. A huge shout out to NuCanoe for putting me in such a great boat. This pursuit is incredible. As you see, I stood all day long in howling winds and rain and never felt unsafe. Super stable platform. And it's been amazing. And I'd like to walk you through my setup on what I caught all these fish on today, if you don't mind.
Please do, man. Please do.
All right. So, I'm sitting in like 11 or 12 feet of water, and I'm throwing this mega bass jerkbait, and it's the Vision 110 plus one. You still there, Scott?
Yeah, I'm here. We got you.
You still there,
Yeah,
buddy?
we got you, bro. Keep rolling. I got you.
You still got me?
Yeah, we got you. Keep rolling,
Okay.
bro. I got you
I
on your
lost
own
your
screen.
audio. So, and what I'm doing is I've got it set up on an exotic high performance rods. This is a medium heavy spinning rod. I've got a 15-pound braid down to a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. Daiwa Tula 4000 spinning reel. And basically, just firing that thing out there with the wind as far as I can get it, getting it down deep because these fish are basically right on the bottom, and snapping it, letting it pause, and on those long pauses, the fish are eating it. And as you see, they were just about every cast. I got at least one bite pretty much on every cast, which was incredible. But these high performance exotic high performance rods are incredible. Really, really sensitive. So when they're way out there, you still got the feel of it. You can feel them biting way out there. Incredible rods. All the rods are built on a North Fork composite blank. Incredible. I'm super proud to be a part of that company. Basically, I had a bunch of rods ready to go in here, but why put down the jerkbait when you get them every cast?
Now, Derek,
Derek,
you absolutely
Amped Outdoors. I mean, they power me with my lithium batteries, it's just been an incredible ride so far.
love it.
From all my sponsors, a Reaction Strike, Castaic, Swim Baits, Thrasher Sports Apparel. All these companies allow me to do what I do, and I can't be more thankful to them for that. And I just absolutely love this sport of kayak fishing.
You do a great job,
It's
man.
still
You're
young in its infancy in my experience. So I'm excited to hopefully continue on and keep going at this pace. I mean, at this pace would have been incredible every day, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, this has been an incredible day, and thanks to FishUSA and Cashion Rods for putting this on. YakAttack for giving us these mounts. I mean, this mount's been holding my camera back here all day, my phone. Incredible. I actually got one when I was down at the 10. Also, I got the Panfish Portrait, which is the shorter model.
Yep.
That thing's excellent. I actually use that for all my release shots for my GoPro. Stick that thing right down in the water. Incredible little mount that is. But
Derek,
yeah,
man,
I mean, just want to thank everybody that has been hitting me up and blowing up my phone all day, and everybody that's watched live. This has been incredible, man. Incredible experience, and I can't wait to hopefully do this again, and just have a good time with it.
Okay. Well, are you able to hear me now, Derek? I don't guess so. All right. So I'm gonna butt Derek real quick and bring him right back in, and tell him to jump back in real quick as I give a final thanks. As you guys can see, Darren Brundle's profile right there, guys. As we let him jump back in to tell him goodbye, I do want to take a quick shout out. We lost Jody Queen, and we're not able to get a finalized interview with Jody. But Jody Queen is a hammer, a phenomenal human being, huge heart on the water and off. So thank you, Jody Queen. You guys make sure y'all go check him out. He's got a phenomenal group of sponsors in YakAttack, Torpedo, and Cashion. Just a phenomenal guy on the water and off. So make sure you guys are repping Jody Queen, as we lost connection with him and weren't able to get him back in. Derek Brundle, you back now? Do you have us now, brother? All right, man. Well, dude, I just wanted to tell you, man, thank you again so much for taking part in this first ever FishUSA 5 Live Shootout presented by Cashion Rods. I don't know if you can see it on the screen next to you or not, but we've got your angler profile up on the screen, and on it with a list of accomplishments that you're going to be able to add is the inaugural championship of the 5 Live Shootout. Dude, you crushed today with 86.5 inches. When we get done with this, we wrap this thing up, I will drop $1,000 into your PayPal. this afternoon, brother. Congratulations, man. I don't know if you're going to go warm up or not. I love you to death, dude. You've got a phenomenal story. You're a golden boy, Derek. I've told you that on the water and off, behind this community. I don't care what kind of camera we're in. You're the right guy, Darren Brundle. Keep being you. Don't change. Don't bend for anybody, Brundle. You're one of my favorite guys, and you come in this community hot and heavy with your foot on the pedal, the same way that you did this event today. Is how you've done this entire community. Brundle, you're an inspiration, brother. I love you to death, man. Congratulations, 86.5 inches today. You guys give him a big round of applause. Smash that heart button. Smash that thumbs up. Derek Brundle, man, final words before I let you go.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you, and I love you too, brother. Thanks for doing this. This was incredible. Again, big shout out to FishUSA and Cashion rods for jumping on and putting in as much work as they did for this. And basically, let's keep it going, man. Let's keep this going. I know you're looking at trying to get other anglers to do this. This is incredible. Thank you, thank Chad Hoover. This has been amazing. I can't even thank enough people, man. This is incredible.
It's been pretty phenomenal, man. I thank you so much, Bundle. My hat's off to you. Congratulations once again. Go catch some more fish before you warm up, brother. I know you're dying to. You ain't done yet.
I'm gonna take a cast right now.
Guys, Derek Brundle signing off, guys. That does it for Derek here on the inaugural FishUSA 5 Live Shootout presented by Cashion Rods. Guys, if you guys liked this format, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and being a part of this inaugural event. Let me do a little bit of housekeeping. Don't run off just yet, guys. I want to give a big thank you to everybody behind the scenes. Obviously, to my wife for dealing with me this week. Jonathan Timmons on the other side of me, who got no camera time today. Timmons, show him that beautiful face, bro. Timmons behind the scenes doing all kinds of stuff to help us get going. Amanda Brannon for doing all of the judging, putting this stuff together. Big shout out to all of the companies that made this thing happen. We gave away $200 worth of YakAttack gift cards in the comment section. $200 worth of Power Pole gift cards will be given away. One of these guys won $1,000. All 5 of these companies for diving into this thing first. It's just been absolutely phenomenal. If you liked this format, continue to share this thing up. Get in these comments. Tag these anglers. We're going to do this again next week, and I'm going to tell you guys those 5 anglers right now. I will have graphics and everything ready to go. But next week, we will bring you guys Brad Case. We will bring you guys Mike Elsey. We will bring you guys Dylan Fuqua. We will bring you guys Jamie Dennison. And we will bring you guys Tim Perkins. These guys will be in the same format. It will be a 3-hour live event from 9 a.m. to noon. They will have an opportunity to fish for their 5 live in 2 hours in part 2 of the FishUSA 5 Live Shootout presented by Cashion Rods. It's going to be a good time. We will get graphics and official announcements out later this week. But again, next week, you will see Brad Case, Mike Elsey, Dylan Fuqua, Jamie Dennison, and Tim Perkins as this thing goes down. A big shout out to FishUSA, Cashion Rods. I'm your host, Scott Butcher. What am I leaving out, Timmons?
Chad Hoover's got something over there.
Chad Hoover's got something out. Chad saying, let's give away something else. Hoover, man, let me know what it is you're wanting to give away. I'm your host, Scott Butcher, telling you guys always to type your dreams. I love you guys so much. Thanks for supporting this community. It's utterly amazing to me what this kayak community does, how we rally around one another. And I'm telling you guys right now, as long as this community stays true to one another and we continue to put each other and our industry and these little plastic boats first, with everything else, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to stay a part of what we're doing. So it's just going to be a lot of fun. Craig Storms, Craig, you want to give away a power box, man? You want to give away a Dakota Lithium 10 amp hour power box right now? Here's how we'll do that. You guys right now share this live video right now. I don't care if you've already done it. Share with the hashtag Dakota Lithium Power Box. Hashtag Dakota Lithium Power Box. We will pick one of these some point in time tomorrow. So there's plenty of time. If you just caught up or you're catching up, share this live feed right now. Dakota Lithium Power Box as your hashtag. We will pick one of those for this to be given away and ship you. You're not getting this one, but Stormy will send you one. This one's mine. Guys, I'm your host, Scott Butcher, telling you guys always to tackle your dreams. It's noon. We're going for lunch. Thank you guys so much for every single person watching live. What a great show. We will catch up with you guys next time. Much love. Holla. See ya. We're out of here. What an